That sucks.
Lesbian.
I like that in a woman.
And every other kind of deviant.
I love paying for sex.
This moral decay weakens our resistance to the onslaught of the communist masters of deceit.
We're a bunch of scumbags.
These abnormalities are corrupting the minds and the hearts of our children.
Jackass. And yeah, we're back. Where have you been?
It's depressing and horrendous. It's awful.
A bunch of idiots.
Perversion for profit.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
The Opie and Anthony program. El virus. The Opie and Anthony.
God, that irritates me.
It's just like somebody took a bat to my brain.
We're the only radio show that makes you want to hate us.
Opie.
I want my coffee.
Anthony.
I want that fact.
Jim Norton.
I want Ozzy.
We are going to dumb this thing down to the point that we're going to be #1 with Down syndrome children.
Hysterical.
Opie and Anthony show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
I have a problem with the fact that there's no air in here and I'm going to die. Open the door now. I'm suffocating.
The air is on.
Chris, you have no idea. I can't take it.
Check.
Just give me a fan. It's unbelievable. I mean, I can't even think to answer a question.
Can I offer you my question?
Just give me a fan.
Give me a fan.
I can't take it.
I can't think to answer your question.
Everyone's looking around going, who the hell was that? That was Madonna, believe it or not. She's from Detroit.
Yeah, can you believe that was Madonna?
Getting ready for some kind of Q&A, and they're setting up the microphones, and she's like, I need a fan.
I need a fan.
I can't take the heat.
Where the hell does she think she's from? She didn't used to talk like that. When she was singing Lucky Star, I don't think she spoke with that little inflection.
We're beating up the CD player because I want to play it again. I think I got it stuck in there.
What happened?
They're still using these old Denons. I used these Denons 15 years ago. Why haven't they updated CD players for a radio station?
Back in the old days.
When these Denons came out, it was all the rage. Oh, my God, you could jump up and down in the studio. Nothing's going to skip on you.
Smack them.
You can bump into the machine while it's playing, and it'll keep playing for you.
You won't go, dropping your carts on your record album.
But it's still the same fucking thing. 16 years later. My God, man, my God.
Hey, you think they'd come up with new ones?
Well, here's
Leaker.
Now that you know who it is, let's play this again. It's Madonna getting ready for some Q&A.
I have a problem with the fact that there's no air in here and I'm going to die. Open the door now. I'm suffocating.
The air is on.
Chris, you have no idea. I can't take it.
No idea.
Check.
Just give me a fan. It's unbelievable. I mean, I can't even think to answer a question.
Can I offer you my question?
Well, give me a fan there, governor. What the hell? I need a fan.
A fan?
Fan, man. I can't even think, yay? I can't think. I'll fucking cock it.
She's fucking from Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan, yo. Not England. I know she lives there most of the time now, but let's calm down.
London, Detroit.
It kind of sounded like Orson Welles.
Yeah, why?
Why? Why is no fun?
I did it right.
Right.
In the frozen fjords. Madonna.
I was kind of sounding just like that today because
Why?
It's already 80 degrees in New York. It's going to go up to about 98, which is just insane for the New York area.
Why? Where?
Well, then I walk into the studio. It has to be. Look, everyone's kind of shivering. It's like 60 tops.
Yeah, it's freezing in the studio.
I think it's like 55 degrees in the studio right now.
You need like jackets in the studio.
So
you need a Speedo outside.
Yeah. So I made a little note for myself. Bring in the long sleeve shirt tomorrow.
Yeah.
Long sleeve shirt, and it's going to be 100 tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why can't they figure out air?
Oh boy, this is going to be tough today.
Why? What happened?
How can I do the show looking in at new faces peering in at us?
Yeah, there's a lot
It's a little odd.
A lot of new go-getters.
New go-getters today, and it's going to be a little difficult with them standing against the back wall peering at us. You got it easy, because you don't have to look that way. I'm looking directly at... Why didn't they put curtains on that window? There's Travis. There's a familiar face.
He's the only one I recognize in that whole room. Oh, Nathaniel, Nathaniel I recognize
that guy,
as well.
The other guy that sits there.
I told Ben no eye contact for the first month for these guys. No eye contact. One of the guys was sitting on my freaking couch. I'm like, what?
When we came in?
I thought it was some young new comedian that was going to do the show today or something.
Yeah.
No,
sitting on the couch.
It's an intern getting comfortable.
Walk in, legs crossed. Hey, guys, how you doing? Hey, what's up? Who's this?
This guy. His attitude will change within weeks. He'll be miserable like the rest of the interns. You watch.
Well, he's got to be beaten down first.
He's that young horse that's just running around the plains wild and free.
Got to put a bridle in his mouth and slap a saddle on him.
Oh, he has no idea, man. He has no idea.
I wonder if there's any diamonds here. Think there's any diamonds in the rough?
I don't know.
A couple of them. You never know.
You never know.
Never know which one's going to turn out to be the hero and which one's going to...
The one that looks like a terrorist is already running around like crazy from copy machine to computer to newspapers. He's clipping, he's copying, he's downloading. So
Al-Qaeda.
The Al-Qaeda guy is pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, but that might not work out, having them stand behind the...
You want to move them?
If they could stand way to one side or way to the other way, it's not in my line of vision until we know them better.
What's up, Steve? Steve's all happy already. Martini Steve, everyone.
Steve.
We're just assigning these guys to their new posts. It's it's overwhelming having this much help.
It's a little strange.
We don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, we're actually putting them to work, but we haven't had this many people helping in months.
I said it's like the first day of school. Smells like school bags and lunch, and they're all psyched and
right.
Remember that you had all your books and notebooks and pencils and
you walk down the hall and your pants go zzz, zzz,
yeah, zzz, zzz, and then like a couple of weeks in you got a piece of paper and a pen.
Right. Well, know what it is. They're the new students, and we're the old grumpy teachers.
Oh, I know.
We just are looking for retirement.
We're in the teachers' lounge drinking coffee, bad-mouthing everybody.
Right.
This sucks. Another crop of assholes.
Same old shit.
Little fuckers never understand what it takes.
Faces are the same. The names just change every goddamn semester.
Same, though. They're all the same.
Anthony and I have had easily over 100 interns in our career at this point. I can name maybe two
or three, and they're here.
The others email us every once in a while.
The others are all Rickies.
Right.
They're all Rickies. Which one of these is the next Ricky?
I don't think you're going to have a Ricky in this bunch.
No?
I'm very optimistic.
Oh, wow. Steve is very confident in the new batch.
We had a good model to follow in Ricky as to what we didn't want.
As to what you don't want.
So basically, if they worked for Whackbag, you said sorry.
A message board guy that shows up at appearances will not be made into an intern.
Sorry to the gang at Whackbag, but Ricky blew it for all
Ricky ruined it for every single guy on Whackbag that thought he might have a shot at it being an intern.
Yeah, that was one of the screening questions that Ben and I asked. So, do you take part in any of the websites that are associated with this show?
Oh, yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yep, and that was it.
It needs to be said that Ben and Steve interview all these interns.
That's got to be a little intimidating for the interns. Steve C. sitting there, Ben with his huge hog that they have to just stare at.
Yeah, it's actually distracting. It's a very laid-back thing. Ben is very casual.
That's the problem. Ben's laid back, and this thing is,
No, well,
there for everyone to see.
I notice when we leave the show, some of the intern prospects are sitting outside by post office. It is so uncomfortable because I open the door and, like, before I even see who's there, I'm like, take it easy, Paul. I'll see you, tomorrow. And the intern prospect's sitting there, and they look up and see who it is because I guess there's been people walking in and out throughout the time they've been sitting there, and they see it's either me or Opie, and they look like, they get this shocked look in their face like, that's one, and I feel ridiculous. I was like, hey, how you doing?
You know what I do? I'm cool, too, and I'll say hey and all. And
I don't say a word to him. I walk right past him.
And then I hit the sidewalk, and I call either Steve or Ben and go,
Don't have them sitting there while I have to walk.
No, even worse, because like they'll be the guys that.
Oh, you give the thumbs up or thumbs down?
Just by the high. Just by the high. And how they're dressed usually.
Oh, you're horrible.
Because some of them come in suits and stuff. So I'll go down the sidewalk. I'll call Ben and Steve and go, nah, don't even waste your time.
You know the guy that was in today? Nah.
Anyone that wears a suit for an internship, nah.
They look up and like I guess there's been people walking in and out during the time that they've been there. So at first they're just kind of looking. You know, it's a normal reaction. And then they see it's either me or Opie, and their face makes that like, oh, they look But then they kind of look away because they don't want to look like they're staring, and it's all uncomfortable and awkward.
And then you feel that they're staring at your back as you're walking around.
I know. That's why I pick my ass. I dig in deep with a finger.
And then smell it.
Yeah. Could you smell this and tell me if I'm sick?
Ben, are you happy by the new guys?
Yeah, well, you should have seen some of the guys we rejected, if you know.
Really?
Oh. Yeah. There was one time I couldn't. Steve had made some comments before, and so had Eric. So I had a real tough time not laughing every 5 seconds at this poor guy. I felt like a dick, but the guy was just he was a little bit train wreck.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a mess, and
just surprised he's not on board.
Yeah, well, if you could have,
if you wanted another Ricky, we could have had him.
Easily. There were plenty of other Rickies that applied, and there were guys that were Ben and I know what the wrong answers are to the questions that we're going to ask.
Right.
And some of these kids would answer every question wrong.
Oh, the one guy, we had one that was I just couldn't stop laughing at him because Steven made some comments before he came in. I'm like, from now on, don't say anything until they come into the room, because I couldn't stop laughing at him. He's answering everything the wrong way, and I'm just like, I had to get up and leave.
Oh. Yeah. You in the message was, I love Black Bag. I post all the time. They call me the guy that can't shut up. I post anything.
Yeah, one guy's like, said how many posts he had and everything. He's like,
I got
180
great.
posts.
I got 180 posts. Wham! There's 180 reasons he won't be an intern.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get that whole post count on these messages.
Oh, dude, it's hierarchy.
I don't get why that's so important.
It is. Because it shows... Yeah,
the Ben and Steve show.
Our screeners. It's very important. It shows that you're dedicated to the message board, and you're better than a guy that has 5 posts because you have like 2,000 posts. A guy that has 5 posts, too. How could you take him seriously? He's only got 5. He could be spelling out the cure for AIDS, cancer, everything else in those 5 posts, but he's a tool because he's only got 5. If you got 2,000, don't fuck with him. He's the man. And it seems to be a
wouldn't that show that
prospect.
You have no life? And that you're really not the man?
Opie.
Well, the higher your count is...
You have a life?
The higher the count is, it seems to me, that would be a bad thing.
There's a life there. It's a life of posting on message boards.
All right.
It's a little rough, yeah.
All right. I guess we should start with the Tyson fight.
Oh, Saturday. Mike Tyson fought some big Irish guy. I don't even know his name. That's what a draw this guy was.
Kevin McBride, I believe.
Hey, Kevin McBride.
The weird thing is, no real buzz about the fight. Usually, like in the old days, only a few years back, a big fight like this, you'd get a lot of people, paying for it.
Still packed.
I'm trying to burp and talk at the same time here.
Still packed the arena out there in D.C. where they had the fight.
Yeah, but see, that's what I mean, D.C. instead of Vegas or what have you.
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing just didn't sound good at all.
Well, after the last fight where he got knocked out, people were like, what am I going to do? Why do I want to see the old Tyson? But people bought their tickets. I bought the pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. I knew it wasn't going to be a Tyson fight of old, but can't miss a Tyson fight. And it was sad. It's the only way I could describe it. We goof on a lot of things that are supposed to be sad on this show, and we make jokes about it.
Yeah.
This was really sad.
Did you feel sorry for Mike Tyson? God, that's so weird.
Totally. It's like the old dog that you had. You remember him when he was a young fetching the stick doggy.
Sure.
And now he's just matted and always stinks and has the mange and can't walk and waiting to get kicked in the liver by Opie.
All right. Rubbing his ass on the living room carpet.
I gotta rub my ass on the carpet. My ass itches and no one will scratch it.
Well, first of all,
hold my legs up, my feet by my ears, and I drag myself with my front feet and scratch my ass. It was just sad.
Well, first of all, what happened? He just quit after 6 rounds or something like that?
Yeah, he was, first of all, this guy manhandled him. He was too big for Mike. Old Mike probably would have bust out, rushed right at him, and knocked him out. That's the old Mike. This Mike, forget about it. He doesn't have that devastating blow anymore, so he's got to stand with these guys and fight them for a while, usually, 5-6 rounds. So he's standing there, and the guy's manhandling him. He kept grabbing Mike with one arm and punching him in the face and doing uppercuts with the other. And it was taking its toll on the guy. He's leaning all of his weight. This guy's huge. He's leaning his weight on Tyson, and Tyson's having a hard time. He's getting tired. After the first round, he went back to his corner. He was exhausted. One friggin' round, 3 minutes. Was the guy training? He's 38 years old. Some guys, they got stamina after that. This guy, it's gone.
Yeah.
The old Mike Tyson is gone, replaced with an old Mike Tyson. So the fight went that way for a few rounds. He got a couple of good punches in the face. He got a couple of good punches in, but the big guy wasn't going down, The old Mike Tyson would have been able to knock him out. Couldn't do it. So Mike knew he was getting tired. He started getting punched in the head a few times and really started getting wobbly. So back to the corner in between rounds. He gets out for the next round. I think it was the 5th, and he's frustrated, really frustrated. You could tell. He tried to break, what was his name, Kevin?
Kevin, yeah.
He tried to break Kevin's arm. He grabbed the guy's arm and put it in the crook of his elbow and then pushed down on his hand. And Kevin starts going, he's like, getting the ref over here. He's breaking my arm. Tyson's biting his gloves the entire fight, too. He put his gloves up by his face and bite his thumb of the glove before he would throw punches. I guess trying to intimidate the guy. Then he just went in with his head. Hit Kevin above the eye, starts bleeding. They delay the fight a little bit while they check out the cut. And that was just desperation. That was Tyson thinking, I'm getting my ass handed to me. I have to end this fight somehow. So he went dirty. He got pushed down and couldn't get back up. Got pushed down, fell on his ass, hit the ropes after getting hit in the head a few times. He looked up at the ref like, could you give me a hand up? And obviously the ref isn't allowed to help the fighter up. Right. But it wasn't ruled a knockdown, so they couldn't count him out. So they gave him time to stand back up. A round ended. He went to the corner, and that was it. He was like, done. He said, no, can't continue.
No mas.
So the corner just said, no, he's done. And that was the end of Mike Tyson. During one of the interviews right after the fight, he said he just doesn't have the stomach for it anymore. Doesn't love it, doesn't even like it anymore. Thinks more about his kids and his life than he does about fighting. And I think that's been the case for a while now, for quite a while.
Oh, of course.
It's been all about the money. He said, "What?" People asked him, well, why'd you do it? He goes, to pay my bills. That's why. That's the only reason he's been in the ring for the past few years. That's it. The guy wasted a lot of time and a lot of time and talent in prison.
Yeah, can you imagine if he just kept fighting in his prime? Yeah. A lot of these guys take their talent for granted, and during their prime, they go off and do something else. Michael Jordan's a classic example. Decides to quit.
Play golf.
And then baseball, minor league baseball for a while, and you're like, what are you doing?
Stop.
Like we talk about on the show all the time, time is a bitch. Time always wins.
Yep.
So why are you wasting, the prime of your career doing something else because you're bored? Because someday you are going to be older going, what? Why did I do that?
Yeah, you can use it while you got it.
And especially for an athlete, by the time you hit, upper 30s, 40 especially, you're done. So, you still have your whole life ahead of you.
Mm-hmm. Some guys got it up into their 40s in some sports.
Not many,
Some guys late 30s.
You got Clemens who, he's playing for a team that can't get him run support, or he'd be like 10-1 at this point.
Messier was playing hockey at like 40.
Ali, I think Ali fought when he was like 40, I believe.
Yeah. But Tyson, 38 years old, you take somebody like George Foreman. Mm-hmm. Foreman was fighting at 38 years old.
Oh, yeah, he was.
And kicking some ass.
Yeah.
Tyson just doesn't have it. He had that when he had his youth. He'd run out there. I would pay $50 for a pay-per-view to just look at old clips, highlights from Tyson's fights. I would buy that. Let me see his fight. I want to see him beating the shit out of people. Mm-hmm. You get a pay-per-view to just see this old guy. And I was telling Opie on the way in, it's like you can't see any difference between Tyson now and Tyson then visually. He doesn't have a head full of gray hair. He doesn't have wrinkles. He doesn't have flab. He doesn't have a big beer belly or anything.
Still
gut.
cut.
He looks like Tyson did years ago. So it's hard to look at him like that, see him come out and get his ass kicked. You're so I was sitting there going, come on, punch the guy.
Yeah.
Knock him out. What's your problem?
Yeah.
You know, you can't be tired. You're Mike Tyson. You look great. But no, the guy didn't have the stamina, doesn't have the heart, and just got his ass kicked by a nobody. By a guy that just he's nobody. He's a big, like, bruiser that should have just been on the canvas within the first round.
Mm-hmm. That's over, obviously. Let's go to Dan in Jersey. Dan, what's up?
You guys are hypocrites. You guys took a long-ass break. Right
I know. We were in prison.
O&A took a break in their prime, but we had no choice. You kidding me? You don't think every day we were off the air that I was thinking about that? That we were wasting time? We were on top of our game when we got fired.
Mike didn't have a choice in the prison time either. That's true.
When is Ron and Fez coming to your station?
We don't know.
Working on it, Popeye.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with that whole deal at this moment. So.
Thank you, sirs.
All right. No, I mean, if it was up to us, we wouldn't have taken a break when we were I think we're still in our prime, but we had to take 2 years off at the worst time in our careers. At the worst.
It's a little different than boxing too, you know. It's like obviously. The show has grown from the time that we hooked up at BAB and did WAAF. You know, we were spinning records, you know, playing music for the young people. And then the show grows, you know. Right. You're able to change and adapt as you get older, but it's not like, you know, boxing. It's not like if you're old and don't have the stamina, there's nothing you can do. You know, I don't think there's seniors boxing that he can go into, you know?
That's what I mean. Especially boxers, it's a short shelf life.
Very short. You got to make what you can.
And besides being in prison, you know, Tyson wasn't fighting, that often when he wasn't in prison.
No.
And you got to think as a fighter, you know, the years are just clicking off quickly in your brain going, well, how many years can I really do this in my prime?
He was surrounded by some of the worst people you could be surrounded by as a boxer. And this is something that's happened to other fighters in the past all the time. They end up destitute, these guys, because they have a few good fights under their belt. They made a lot of money, and they get these guys that just spend all this guy's money. Over the course of the time that he should be fighting and making more money, he's living off of, you know, a couple of fights he does 1 year or every 2 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's got these vultures just spending all his money. Poor bastard.
Well, we got Anthony from Oceanside. Anthony, what's up?
Good morning, boys.
Morning.
Hey, man.
Anthony, happy St. Anthony's Day to you today.
Oh, thank you.
And what the fuck is your problem, man? It's Kevin McBride is the heavyweight champ of Ireland. Did you listen to anything? Did you know about it?
Yeah, the heavyweight champ of Ireland. Boy, did he seem like a...
Yeah, but the Irish could fight. You know that.
Of course they can. This guy should have been bleeding, though, in the old days.
Yeah, but you noticed when he first walked, he was fucking drunk. He had a few drinks before he
started the fight. The guy is probably the dumbest individual I've ever heard speak.
Who, Kevin McBride?
Kevin McBride. He couldn't put a sentence together. They're asking him stuff, and he's like, hey, well, he's a legend. We're fight. It was a good fight. And champion, Ireland. That's great. Hey, I was honored. Quite a legend. Like, yeah, big bag of hammers, walking bag of hammers. Fucking retard.
Punch it out.
All right, Anthony, thanks. Let's go to Paul.
Maybe didn't take Tyson off his Zoloft thing.
Yeah, maybe he was still on the dope.
But you hear about the parsing of $5 million, $2 million of which went to his creditors, $750,000 went to his ex-wife, and pretty much the rest went to the IRS. So he got nothing.
He gets nothing. He's just trying to pay off his bills. And last fight, there was a big hype about Tyson coming back. He's going to be fighting. He needs to pay off like $10 million. And the last fight was like his launch into this bill-paying fighting he was going to be doing. When that really went badly and he got knocked out, people were like, that's it. The guy can't, if he can't win, he's not going to draw people into to pay to see him fight.
Sure.
But there was one more. It was this fight. If he would have won this one, perhaps he might have been able to. Now there's no way. How is this guy going to pay his bills?
It's going to get really sad from this point on.
Yeah, it's Requiem for a heavyweight all over again.
It's going to be another one of those disasters.
It's going to be in an Indian costume and WWE ring.
Not many fighters, get to retire with all their money and their senses.
Nope.
I mean, it's just a train wreck.
George Foreman is like an example where he was able to, get out and make something of himself later on with these stupid grills.
Do you remember Greg Page, I think his name was? He was supposed to be like the next Ali back in the day.
Mm-mm.
He was another one of these guys that had to come back and fight. And now he's like pretty much like half paralyzed in a bed somewhere, drooling on himself because he just got the crap beat out of him in the ring.
Wow.
Has no money. And he was supposed to be the next big thing back in the day.
You know who went a
and
little too long?
There's a million of these guys.
You know who went a little too long? I mean, he's doing well for himself announcing for fights and stuff. Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, yeah.
He was probably one of the most articulate boxers I'd ever heard in his prime.
Sure.
And he went just a little too long, and you hear him speak now, and, he kind of slurs his words and can't quite get them out quickly enough, and it's sad. These boxers just get their heads pounded in. And they don't know when to leave. That's a business where if you think you should be leaving, you should be leaving. It's already too late.
Exactly. Let's go to Justin in Tampa. Hey, Justin.
Hey, you doing? I was watching the fight the whole night, and actually had Tyson up for until like the 5th round. The sports side.
Oh yeah, the score had Tyson up. He was winning on the cards.
Yeah, they had him up by like 4 points. One guy had him like 45 to 41 or something like that.
That just shows you what a sap the guy was that he was in the ring with. This Kevin McBride was the worst. Tyson was winning, but he ran out of steam. He lost it. He had nothing left. He was going to get knocked out if he came back out.
Yeah, did you see the Layla Ali fight? How about that girl?
Oh, the chicks fighting?
Oh, the chicks.
Oh, my God. She's crazy.
I still can't get into the chicks fighting thing.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It's a little strange, yeah.
All right, punching out.
All right, but she won a couple titles or something, I guess?
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Chick fighting, stop it.
Chris in Jersey.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
Chris.
Hey, yeah.
They should have cat fighting. That's something everybody would watch on pay-per-view. Cat fighting.
Real, make it like the...
Yeah, there was a cat fighting league. We had them in the studio once, remember?
Extreme fighting
They're just
championship.
ripping their clothes off and pulling hair and scratching each other. I want to see I want to see cat fighting.
Little blood, scratch marks.
Yeah, you get the girls out there looking like the guys. Everything is, pushed down.
Yeah,
it's like.
Yeah, I know.
Why are we watching chicks fight? No offense to the ladies, but I don't get it.
I don't get that.
I really don't get
Not the boxing. Yeah, cat fight.
Cat fighting.
Saw one online. They got a few of them online. You go to some of these video sites, and there's one. I guess it's pretty new on the web, or at least it's new to getting a buzz on the web. 2 chicks, looks like high school girls, maybe even junior high, in a backyard with a bunch of people around, and they're just going at it. They're fighting, and the video camera's rolling. And they're just pulling hair and scratching, punching the shit out of each other. And they're both hot. Really hot.
Ultimate cat fighting.
Yeah. Great stuff.
You have a whole thing where they're getting their makeup on before the fight.
Yeah.
And their hot little outfits.
Little schoolgirl suit, the little skirts, and
not allowed to wear bras. That's the type of thing I want to see.
When the blouse buttons go,
yeah, just rip them right off.
Ah!
Then I would know who the champion is.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
I'd be able to tell you all the stats. Chris in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, man, I just want to hear, since Tyson is basically dead, I want to hear Tyson voice from Ant with the Bill's dead girl, old woman voice.
And go.
Yeah, exactly.
I lost the fight. You kidding?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you going to do?
Well, maybe we could.
Oh, no.
Maybe we could get a remix together on that
one.
Where? Leroy, North Carolina.
Hey, guys. Good morning. I was basically watching the fight, but all weekend long on the Fox Sports Network, they played Beyond the Glory on Mike Tyson.
Oh.
Kind of ironic, showing him back when he was with Custom Auto in his start, and at 18, how tenacious he was and what a great fighter. And then they take it all the way through to just the meltdown and all the interviews and every time he went crazy and acted like an animal. It was incredible.
When he would come flying out of that corner early in his career, when that bell would ring for the first round and he'd come flying out of the corner, there wasn't one fighter on that other side of that ring that wasn't petrified, and you could see it in their face. When a fighter stepped in the ring, it was like you could see in their face, oh, my God, I'm in the ring with this animal, with Mike Tyson. And he would come bolting out of that corner, just punching this guy in the face until he fell down, and that was it.
Yeah. And
then to see him, Saturday night, exhausted after the first round, 6 rounds later, just giving up, sitting on a stool. That's sad.
Yeah, throwing the towel in instead of wearing it. When he used to come in the room with those black shoes like Patterson and the cut towel that just hanging around his neck.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable.
And people would look just like there's a gladiator walking into the Coliseum,
But they interviewed him like this Beyond the Glory. You guys should try to check this out. He's got some great lines where he's like getting interviewed by women. He says, I don't get interviewed, or I don't allow women to ask me any questions unless I'm fornicating with them. And he just goes off the deep end.
Hawk, Beyond the Glory. Get on it.
Yeah, we need that one. All right.
And I think, Anthony, one last thing. I think you asked you would pay $50 to see Mike Tyson, all his greatest knockouts from pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You can go on like Kazaa or iMesh. I think somebody put it all together. You can download it and just watch him just dismantle all those just ridiculous fighters.
Yeah, I need to get a virus computer. I need to get a computer in my house that I don't care what kind of virus it has, so I could use Kazaa and things like that. Because I tried it once, and man, it took me so long to clear out my computer with Trojans and spyware and all kinds of crap. So I'm going to have like a computer, I'm going to call it AIDS. I'm just going to call it AIDS. It's going to sit in the corner, not going to be connected to any of my other computers, and it's just going to be there's going to be like chancres on it and oozing pustules coming off of it, because I won't care about viruses. It'll just be for Kazaa and porn sites and everything else.
I got a song for your AIDS computer.
You have AIDS.
Yes, you have AIDS.
I hate to tell you, boy, that you have AIDS.
You got the AIDS.
You may have caught it when you stuck that filthy needle in here.
Or maybe all that unprotected sex put you here.
It isn't clear, but what we're certain of is you have AIDS.
Yes, you have AIDS.
Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS.
Be sure that you see that this is not HIV, but full-blown AIDS. Not HIV, but really full-blown AIDS.
I'm sorry, I wish it was something less serious.
But it's AIDS. You've got the AIDS.
There you have it, the highlight from Family Guy last night, the AIDS song.
Family Guy was funny last night.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting a lot of shit from a lot of people still, just because after the second or third episode of Family Guy, I wasn't digging it.
Yeah.
Obviously the show, it has its moments, and last night it was funny. Yes, it was funny.
Maybe.
Quote me, it was funny last night, okay? Relax with this.
You know something, Opie? Maybe from the time that they were on the air and very popular, to the time they were taken off the air, till the time that they got back on the air, maybe they needed a little time to get up to speed. Maybe their first couple of shows weren't really representing the talent that they had and the comedy and the fun.
They had to get back into the rhythm.
Into the rhythm of things, into the swing, because I don't think you could just jump back on the air.
Right.
I mean, jump back having a cartoon like that.
You got to get used to your surroundings.
You're back together again.
The new offices, the new people you're working
with.
The new go-getter interns that are running around.
So, thinking like you were thinking, they should have been funny right from the first show.
Yeah.
You look back at that first show and go, that should be as funny as any show that they did.
You're 100% right, Anthony. They're getting up to speed.
I think they are.
God, but one stupid comment I made about a month ago, people are killing me.
Yeah,
still.
they are.
It's like, all right, I get it. The show was really funny last night.
A lot of fans.
But that's funny about a computer that you use just for the dumb stuff.
For viruses. Not even touching. The other computers shun it. You don't put it on the network, nothing.
Yeah. That would be a great idea.
Because I can't use Kazaa, and I want to. There's a lot of great stuff on there, videos and music, anything. But I just refuse to go. You're so tempted, too. You know, your computer, you get on there and start going, I could load that program up again, and your computer says, no! No!
And, this is a very interactive radio show.
Yeah.
So I read a lot of the email that comes in for the program. And there are people, like they sent the AIDS song a million times, all our fans and listeners, whatever. They're really helping out and sending stuff to us all the time. And I don't even, if it has a file.
Nothing. No.
I just reply and go, send it to Steve.
Yeah.
Send it to Steve at FoundryMusic.com. I'm not even attempting to download anything on my computer anymore.
I won't open anything.
Because I got screwed royally. I had to get rid of my last computer because I got some kind of virus I just could not get rid of.
Sometimes you just got to throw the computer away.
I'm not even kidding. A couple people came and checked it out. Eric was one of them. And he's like, dude, this thing is done.
Yeah. Just
there was
off the life support.
Slowly but surely, it was getting eaten away by tiny little viruses, little infections, no big deal. But then I got the wham!
AIDS.
Done.
The full-blown AIDS.
Eric's like, you just have to just throw it away.
Yeah.
So, I don't know this computer shit like someone like Steve, so I don't even attempt. I'm like, send it to Steve.
Nope.
Just send it to Steve. Don't even bother me with this.
Don't open anything.
And I'm tempted. I see, Family Guy AIDS song, and I
want to hear it.
I didn't get to see Family Guy until, this morning. I'm like, no! I want to hear an AIDS song from Family Guy, but I couldn't, attempt it. So I
run it through McAfee, and then that's usually pretty good.
I got that. I got a bunch of the stuff, but
I run the files through there. It's usually pretty good.
I still don't trust it. So
and then keep up to date with the viruses. I guess the latest one is one that's labeled Michael Jackson Confesses.
Oh, that's right. I was reading about that over the weekend.
It's like Michael Jackson Confesses, it says.
Mm-hmm.
And you click on it, you open it up because you want to read his confession, and bam, you got the AIDS.
You got the AIDS on your computer.
Your computer starts getting the sniffles, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
What?
But to the new listeners that are getting up to speed, any files, anything you want to send the show, audio-wise especially, you got to send it right to Steve. Steve at FoundryMusic.com.
Dell sells a little robe to put over your computer. Little friends visit. Computer's got the AIDS.
All right, I was going to play the Tyson clips before we move on here.
Oh, right. Yeah, we got some. He's always good to say something after these fights. I noticed very subdued Mike Tyson. And none of the, all praise be Allah. He doesn't say that anymore.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even trying to make excuses or anything. Just flat out saying, I don't like doing this anymore. That's it.
You think he was on the medication for the fight? Because there was a time they used to take him off his medication so he could be just an animal in the ring.
Yeah, that probably has a lot to do with it. His age, the fact that he probably is on medication and realizes it's for his best, it's in his best interest and his family's, his children's best interest that he stays on this medication.
Yeah.
And I think it takes a lot out of him, physically and mentally.
Cigars and scotch is on the line here. I was just thinking about this as well.
Because I can't picture a guy that's built like him, that works out like that. He trained for the fight. He didn't just... I can't imagine that in 3 minutes of one round, he's going to be that tired. If it isn't something else, maybe a medication that he's on, or something that took this guy's endurance and just completely eliminated it. Yeah, he's 38, but he's not, 48. The guy in that kind of shape, with that kind of body on him, should be able to go a couple of rounds and not be winded.
You would think. Cigars and scotch, what's up?
Hey, I know it's a tired genre of television, but who the hell wouldn't watch a Mike Tyson reality show just to hear him speak? It's the only way he could pay those bills, too.
Yeah, that's a reality show I would love to see. You start filming today. Mike Tyson's life today.
Wow, that's good, yeah.
And what is he going to do next? And show the bills coming in and show his advisor saying, look, dude, you're at 5, 6 million, whatever it is, million in the hole, and then try to get his life going, the second stage of his life. That would be very interesting TV.
Hello, would you like fries with that? Please drive around. Yeah, would you like an apple pie? Okay, I'm done with my day of work. I make $120 a week. I got $5 million to pay. Let me do some mathematics. This is going to take a long time.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, what's he going to do? Get a job somewhere?
That's the reality show.
I'm a greeter at Walmart.
Right.
Hello.
Right.
I'm Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
come back.
What do you do at this point, you know?
What do you do?
What do you do?
Poor son of a bitch.
Maybe talk to George Foreman. He did well with the grills. Maybe something.
Let me sell some of your grills.
Yeah, maybe Tyson could come up with some kind of grill or
an invention.
Line, right? All right, here's Tyson after the fight the other night. Self-explanatory, I do believe.
I'm just sorry I let everybody down. I just don't have this in my heart anymore.
Oh, that was him in the ring, right?
Yeah, that was the first thing. He was sorry that he let everyone down. He just doesn't have it in his heart anymore, and you could just see it. You could just see it when he walked out there, and like I said, you've seen it in prior fights to this. He just doesn't have it anymore. Didn't have that drive. I had a tiger. Didn't have it.
It's so weird with me. There was a time growing up I hated Ali. Hated him. I thought he was so cocky.
Really?
I hated him. And then when he got older, that's when I really started really liking the guy and rooting for him big time. I mean, big time. And I do this with a lot of the older athletes. You know, there's a time I hate them in their prime, especially if they're kicking your team's ass or what have you. And then they get older, and for some reason you start to turn and, like, you really start rooting for the guy.
Yeah.
And I remember when Ali was in the ring and he didn't have it anymore, or you know, it was his skills were drastically diminished. That's when I was really into him, when he was more in the underdog position. And it's like kind of like that with Tyson. You want him to do well at this point.
I was yelling at the TV. I'm like, come on, Mike, punch him. What are you doing? Get out! Don't let him hang on you.
Yeah.
The guy was Kevin McBride was just grabbing Tyson around the back of like the shoulders or the neck, and then taking his other hand and just uppercut right to Tyson's jaw and the side of his head. And he wasn't able to really get a good swing because they were really close together. But it was enough where it was just pop, 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 pop. Kept punching him in the head like that. And it took its toll on him. You know?
Yeah.
Some of those body blows, though, from Tyson, that's the worst part. You'd watch Tyson lay a couple of body punches in on McBride, and it reminded you of Tyson from years ago. You know, it was enough of a reminder where it made it that much worse to see him that bad. If he just went out there and looked completely bad, it's one thing, but a couple of these body punches, you're like, oh, God, that's got to be devastating. You know?
Yeah. Well, let's play guess what word he mispronounced in this next one.
Okay.
All right.
That's most likely I'm not going to fight again. I'm not going to disrespect the sport anymore by losing to this caliber of fighters.
Caliber. I'm fighting this caliber of fighters. I got a 50 caliber.
And this is probably the saddest thing he said after the fight.
I don't have that ferocity. I'm not an animal anymore.
Yeah,
not an animal anymore.
Doesn't have the ferocity.
Ferocity.
I don't have the ferocity. I don't have the ferociousness. Who is this?
The ferocity.
Ferocity.
Yes. I hate when that happens, when you lose your ferocity.
And he's not an animal anymore.
Not an animal.
Unfortunately for the viewing public. He apologized. He actually, in one of the clips, I think he says he wishes he could give the people their money back. Because, you know, people spend some good money to see it, and you end up seeing Tyson sitting on a stool, and that ends the fight. You know, it's a little anticlimactic.
This is a great idea. Rick in Philly, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
All right, buddy.
We've got to remake Raging Bull. Showing Smack Robin Gibbons around a bit, you know, open a nightclub in Miami and mispronounce things all over the place.
Yeah.
Do a stand-up routine.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? All right,
That's all
Rick.
I got. I'm out.
All right, good job. All right, let's. We have more clips. Him at the press conference after the fight.
Yeah, I didn't see this one.
Oh, I'm not interested in fighting no more. Listen, I'm not trying to take anything from Kevin McBride. We know his record. We know his credentials. And if I can't beat him, I can't even beat Junior Jones.
Wow.
Junior Jones?
Who's Junior Jones? No one even knows who Junior Jones is in the studio. Okay, here's a little more.
I'm comfortable with my stigma here. I know who I am, and I know what people think about me. Listen, I may be bizarre sometimes, but I'm very rational. I'm extremely rational, and I understand my situation. I understand my situation now. I understand the situation of this country, and I'm not going to lie to myself, and you shouldn't allow me to do that as well.
You shouldn't allow me. I'm rational. Did you see me trying to eat my glove like it was a chicken? That's rational.
Yeah, when he was ripping Evander Holyfield's ear off, he was rational about
That's
it.
rational. When I step in the ring with a boxer and I try to twist his arm off
and break
that's rational.
Right.
When I realize I get my ass kicked, so I take my head, my big coconut head, and slam it into his eyeball, that's rational. Now, he still has that bit of craziness in him. He just doesn't have the physical makeup to back it up anymore.
Sometimes people think I'm not handling my responsibility. I may not want to spend as much time with my kids, but I have to be happy. I don't want them to be around me, and I'm not happy. I need to be happy, and the only way I'm happy is when I'm contributing.
Keep him happy. Imagine those kids. Oh, God, make Dad happy, please. You know what he's like when he's unhappy.
Man, fast forward a year or two, this is going to be a really, really sad story.
Oh, yeah.
Really sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to look into my missionary work. There was some Christian missionary work that would be interested in letting me come to Bosnia, go to Rwanda, and just go to various different countries to help with aid and food for people that are in dire need.
Oh,
my God. They're giving him an applause break.
He's going to be an aid worker for Africa? Well, that's something. There you go.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. And then SportsCenter did a great little feature, top 10 Tyson clips of all time.
Ooh.
I believe like audio of him speaking and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's take a listen to some of this.
The reality is I'm never going to be normal.
But you want to be.
Yeah, but it's never going to happen.
I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy like that. You know what I mean? I might want to have sex in a crazy place, but I don't want to kill or rape nobody or hurt nobody.
I'm
from Brownsville, Brooklyn. I'm not afraid of nobody. In the ring or out of the ring, they got a gun or a knife, and I'll show him that too.
Mike, you're jumping around. You seem to be a little anxious.
I'm just ready to get it on and crush this guy's skull.
What do you do, Mike, over the next 2 days? You've got 48 hours before this fight.
Just pray he doesn't die of a heart attack.
Oh, damn.
Oh, man, I can't wait till the 28th. I'm going to make you my girlfriend. And you think I give a damn about you and then y'all on there? I don't care about living or dying. I'm not a dysfunctional. I want a blaze. Yeah, bring Andrew Gallat on. Bring those guys. They can keep their title. I don't want their title. I want to strip them of the health. And I know I got my issues. I'm belligerent. I'm sometimes vicious and violent. But that's just because of what happened. Yo, anybody, look at my life. Look at me. I've been embarrassed, humiliation, degradation, and any other TION you can name that's negative, right?
Jimmy Swaggart is lascivious. Mike Tyson is lascivious, but we're not criminally, at least I'm not criminally lascivious. You know what I mean? I may like fornicate more than other people. It's just who I am. I sacrificed so much of my life. Can I at least get laid?
Come on, you scared coward. You got man in the me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world. Look at you scared now. You scared like a little.
Jesus. Doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't affect you guys, because your guys don't care about nothing but money. So every now and then I kick your and stomp on you and put some kind of pain, inflict some kind of pain on you, because you deserve to feel the pain, somewhat of the pain that I feel. If I wish one of your guys had children, if I could kick them in the head or stomp on their so you can feel my pain, because that's the pain I have, waking up every day.
Where do you go from here, Mike?
I don't know, man. I might just fade into Bolivian, you know what I mean? I don't have nowhere to go and nothing to do, you know what I mean? I just go fly my pigeons on the roof in New York.
Fade into Bolivian.
Fade into Bolivia.
Wow.
You could hear it in his voice in those earlier clips.
Oh, yeah.
Like the rage and the want to get in the ring and beat up people.
And then you could hear kind of fake rage, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like the last one with Kevin McBride. He said, you know, I'm going to gut you like a fish.
Yeah.
That was his big line.
Yeah.
And he said it like, you know, I'm going to gut you like a fish. This is, you know, the old Tyson was full of fire. He will be missed.
All right, with that, we'll take our first break. Little Jimmy Norton's not here today. He's going to be on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge for Jim Norton. Very huge.
Yeah, that's something, man.
We're hoping to get
That'd be so nerve-wracking. I can't imagine, because I know Jimmy. He's a little bundle o' nerves. What's that like, standing there? And I know how nervous we get doing dopey shows.
Dumb stuff, right.
You know? And to stand there, backstage, Tonight Show, Jay Leno intros you, your music starts or whatever it is, and you got to walk out. and you know it's The Tonight Show?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that's too scary. Too goddamn scary.
This is his second time.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll be less scary. Who knows?
I don't know. I don't think it gets any less scary.
And I guess he got stuck in the middle of a gay pride parade or something.
That's right. Yeah, L.A. gay pride. He got his hotel's right in the middle of it. And
I got stuck in the middle of it. Yeah, sure. And then all of a sudden I turn around, there was a dick up my ass.
Right.
You know, what do you do? You gotta pump back. He's stuck.
So we're trying to get a hold of him. I mean, he's not in bed yet, or maybe he did try to sleep normally.
20 dicks in my mouth before I made it to my room
to get ready for the Tonight Show. We have his appearance from the last time. We could go to break with that. That's kind of cool, actually. Filling in for Jim Norton today, we got Bob Kelly coming in. Bob Kelly's never heard his Bob Kelly remixes, by the way.
No?
So we'll play some of the better ones for him. And also a good friend of the program, Bill Burr, also stopping by to say hi.
Right.
And hopefully we'll get Jim Norton on the phone to see how he's feeling before the big night.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he's not going to be here tomorrow either because he's got to fly back.
Got to fly back, but he'll be back, Wednesday?
Wednesday, I believe,
Yeah.
yes. All right?
Very good.
All right, in the meantime, as we go to break, here's the last time Jim Norton was on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. How cool is that? Check this out.
All righty. My next guest, a talented comedian, a regular panelist on Comedy Central's Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn. He'll be on Opie and Anthony show every day on XM Satellite Radio starting October 4th. Please welcome his first time on the Tonight Show, Jim Norton.
Thanks, everybody. How are you? Good. I feel a little odd. I've been depressed. I had a 3-year relationship end. I was with the same girl for 3 years, and I started to have erection difficulties. We had different ideas as to what the problem was. She bought me Viagra. I bought her a treadmill. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all about compromise. I'll eat a pill, just get on the machine, you monstrosity. And to answer your next question, yes, I realize that I'm not a visual treat. You ever look at yourself nude in a full-length mirror and you want to fall on a knife? I am awful looking naked. From the waist up, my body looks like a scallop. That's what I look like. Picture a scallop with B cups. I have the type of breasts you read about in a Judy Blume novel. Budding and curious. You ever have a moment of clarity about your awful torso? I took a hot shower once, and you know how after a hot shower, even after you towel dry off, because of the steam in the room, your body still has a glistening sheen to it? Which on some body types is very alluring and attractive. However, on this body type, it looks like you were involved in a sex crime. So I go to put on a T-shirt. The T-shirt I'm wearing right now is an extra large, very comfortable. The one I had this day was a medium, and it was made of rayon. So I know I'm in trouble. As soon as I get to my shoulders, you ever have to start rolling a T-shirt down over my breasts and down my rotten torso? And it grips all of my fat, and it wraps around my body, and I'm naked below the waist. I look like a mushroom. And I realized at that moment, if I had a gun, I would have shot myself right there in the bathroom. And it would not have even been necessary to leave a note. Cops would have showed up the next day, found my headless torso. Wonder why she did that. See, women think they're the only ones with, body issues. Men have them, too. I hate going to the beach because no matter how hot it is, I have to wear a T-shirt. I was in Cancun for spring break this year, and I don't know if you can tell under these lights, but I don't tan particularly well. I have the complexion of a urinal. So I'm in Mexico. It's 110 degrees on the beach. I'm wearing a long T-shirt. I have on sunblock 45. I'm holding an umbrella like some bisexual Mary Poppins. I'm creeping out all the college girls. You know, where do you go to school, ladies? And it was so depressing to not hook up down there because all the girls are beautiful and they're drunk. I don't drink, but I like girls who do. I'm not one of these annoying, self-righteous men. You know, I don't like a girl who's too drunk. I don't know what too drunk is. I've never seen it. But I hear a girl going, nobody loves me. She's halfway to where I need her to be. It is amazing what I will tolerate on a date. You ever have this dilemma? I went on a date recently with a beautiful girl who had the breath of an open grave. Now, I can tolerate breath that's slightly off. The little gal must have had an onion. But this is the type of breath that made you go, ugh. She's smuggling diapers under her gum. It was putrid and awful. It reminded me of the liquid that collects at the bottom of a garbage bag. Yeah. I can't believe I slept with her twice. Thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I just ate 4 burritos and drank a pot of coffee. Anyone for trouser chili?
Oh, God damn.
The
Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, my God.
It's the Opie and Anthony program. We like to call it the O&A virus. We like to call it spreading the virus across America.
I'm musical.
We love being on XM satellite radio.
Yeah.
What's up, Bob Kelly?
Bob Kelly in studio.
For Jim Norton.
Yes, for Jim Norton. Same body shape, just different face.
So I saw your knee is not quite as good as it was last time you were.
I was actually a month into physical therapy, walking around, perfect, almost done.
Yeah.
Stage in Vegas at the Hard Rock Saturday night. Took my brace off because it doesn't fit with designer jeans. Friggin' faggot I am.
And then is it the brace obviously has to go on the outside of the jeans, right?
No, I can wear the brace on the inside,
you
but
can?
I have to wear baggy. I have baggy jeans that I can wear, but these jeans are 7s. I don't know if you're familiar. These friggin' things are like tight, but they make me look a little thinner.
On, man.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
7 jeans are all the rage, dude, but mostly for girls.
No.
Guys are buying the 7s too?
Well, guys, I actually went into Macy's. It was actually
like, dude, these jeans are ridiculous. They're like $200 a pair.
Yeah.
Girls are like doing whatever they can just to get a pair. They'll blow you on the street just to get enough money so they can get their 7 jeans.
Yeah,
it's the thing to have if you're a chick. I didn't know there was a guy thing going on with the 7 jeans.
I went to Macy's with Norton and my girl. You know, when Norton gets on these kicks where it's like, I need jeans. And
Norton, for some reason, can't go shopping for anything alone.
No, he can't.
He needs people with him to advise him.
I know, but the funny thing is that you'll help Norton out. You'll teach him, like, dude, these are what you get. This is why, and blah, blah, blah. And then 2 weeks later, he'll actually teach it back to you. Like, dude, what you want to do is go, you want to get these. And I'll be like, yeah, really, Jim? Why is that? Who told you that? Oh, I don't know, but, I did, you friggin' ape.
You know what? Jim does that a lot.
He does.
You bring up a good point.
He's
done that to me, too. I'm like, you don't know anything about rollerblading. I told you that.
No, well, you're going to do. You got to get the rollerblades with the 5 wheels instead of the 6.
When is he going to tell me that gravity is caused by mass and not spinning a planet?
He will.
That whole discussion.
That nightmare that we had to live through. Jesus, I was whatever. Go ahead, Bob.
The 7 jeans.
The 7 gay jeans that you're wearing.
Oh, they're so gay.
You said they make your butt smaller or something?
No, nothing could do that.
Or makes it thinner?
They make you, because you wear baggy jeans. You're like I'm a little chunky guy, but these jeans kind of fit, but they stretch. They're like Chuck Norris jeans. You know what I mean? Where you can remember those jeans? You can throw a high kick.
Right. Still tight, but you can throw that high kick. Sure.
So I put them on, and I wrapped my knee in an ace bandage because I was walking great. And then I'm on stage, I'm doing my thing, everything. And this gig is fucking hell. I mean, you really got to punch him over the face the whole time you're up there.
Hard Rock Vegas?
Dude, it's 1,500 people, but all the people up front and back are all, they have a stripper table from Spearmint Rhino. These are all famous people. Bon Jovi was there. You know what I mean? It's all these people that, you know, they're looking at me like, who the fuck is this guy? VH1? Okay, nice talking to you. And I literally had 2 seconds left. I mean, probably around 5 words to say in the bit. And I did this thing, and I came back all my weight on this leg, and it just went snap backwards. And I
backwards.
Dude, I hit the ground like a fucking, just a fat sack of potatoes.
Oh, dear Lord.
And I'm on the ground just finishing the bit.
Dear Lord. Sorry. Should have been quicker.
Sound like that at all? Didn't sound like that?
Thank God I'm
a sack of potatoes.
What a way to end your set, though. Jesus.
But thank God I'm not like a joke writer. I'm a physical comic, because people didn't know. If I was just standing there the whole time, and then all of a sudden the last bit I'm just on the ground just... Thank God I'm a loud jackass anyways, because they had no fucking clue. I'm just on the ground.
Oh, did you finish the joke?
I finished the joke. I go, thank you, good night. And then everybody comes out. They have midgets, you know, strippers, you know, a 7-foot gay Russian sword swallower.
Right.
They all come out, and they're grabbing me, trying to pull me back, and I'm like, my leg, dude, my leg. And I'm just like I'm fighting midgets and Russian sword gay swallowers.
Did you ask the midget if you could hold his little disgusting midget hand?
Hold my hand.
5 cocktail francs and a bun.
Dude, did you ever get surgery on this knee?
I was going a month of physical therapy. I'm fine. It's fucking Saturday afternoon. This Thursday, going to the doctor, set the appointment because I had to get my knee better. To set the appointment.
Now it's all fucked.
Now it's fucked again. I'm on Vicodin. The way home, I'm just staring at the dude's TV next to me the whole time. He's creeped out. I'm just...
I love the Vicodin.
Vicodin is just...
I love it. I sometimes wish for pain so I could take it, because I know if I start taking it without any pain, there's where the problem starts. That is every guy that's ever had to go to rehab for Vicodin. It always starts with an actual reason to take it, actual pain. Then the pain goes away, and you have some left. That's how it works. And then if you start taking it when you don't have any pain just because it's there, you will then have to get more because it will be gone, and there starts the big problem.
You still have some of that Vicodin from your...
I have Vicodin.
Your dentist visit.
It's right there at home. I still have the Vicodin. And I have the wonderful memory of what it was like to take.
It's hilarious because when I got my eyes done, I did the laser eye surgery. They give you some Valium, you know?
Valium.
And you only need like two or three tops to get through the procedure. It's really not that big of a deal.
But they give you like 20.
They give you 20, so then I was just like you. I'm like, wow, this Valium is pretty damn cool. But you don't want to just take it, so you kind of, hey, you know, I don't think I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight. I probably should take a Valium.
Probably take one just to sleep.
Right.
Now I have a reason.
Right. Now I have a reason.
I stubbed my toe. Ow.
But it's so funny because you have this little bottle of goodness just in the medicine cabinet. It's legal. You didn't have to meet some dude in an alley.
Right.
You know, it was given to you.
Suck a cock.
Right. And then you take it for the reason you initially had it, and then you just kind of have it there, just waiting for some dumb excuse why you feel good about yourself that you're going to be taking the Valium, even though you really officially don't need it.
Yep.
And it was definitely a sad day when I took my last one.
Oh,
because
you were taking it when you didn't need it.
Of course, but it was over. I probably had I can't remember anymore. Maybe a dozen left, maybe. And it took me probably a little over a year to, get through it.
A year, wow.
Wow. Because it was like, I need a good night's sleep. But Anthony and I had this thing to do, whatever, the next day. I can't be tired. So, you make these dumb little excuses.
Yeah.
And then you're doing the same thing with your Vicodin.
It just sits there. It's a bottle of goodness, a bottle of happiness. And it's just sitting there with the big pills in it, those big Vicodin pills. And I can't bring myself to take it for recreational purposes. I love drinking. I love doing drinking and catching a buzz. I do not like hangovers. They're terrible. And to be able to get fucked up, as fucked up as you would have to be drinking to get that like that you can with the drugs, you would be so hungover the next day you would not be function. You could not function.
But what happens? You take one. I took 5, but then I needed 750. But then one of your listeners, I was like, he was like, dude, take one 750 and then take a half of a 750 and grind it up and put it under your tongue.
Come on.
So I swear to God. So I'm in so much pain yesterday flying home. I didn't want to deal with it, and it's on JetBlue. It's not like I'm going to be in first class.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Norton Entel. But I took one. I crumbled it up and put it under my tongue.
Why did you do that? Did it do anything
for
you?
The listeners told me to do something, and I did something.
Stupid listeners.
It actually, dude, let me tell you something. It goes right to your blood. Dude,
Really?
2 seconds. And I'm just staring at the lady behind the counter like, wow, what a pretty blue. JetBlue is such a good name, man.
Yeah, look at the logo behind her, and you're just staring at the color.
And on JetBlue, they have these paintings. They hired somebody to make paintings, these really nice paintings with an airplane and a little JetBlue thing in it.
Yeah.
So you're walking down the thing, and it was almost like I was tripping. Because like a little kid throwing a hat up in the air in a park with an airplane in the background,
and you're really getting into it.
I'm just like, wow, man, this is great art.
Great art, airport art. That's fantastic. I would expect to have to be in a Holiday Inn to see art of this caliber.
Yeah.
But to see it here at the airport.
That's funny, man.
Just talking about a little drugs,
Bill Burr.
Vicodin.
Bill Burr is
like that.
entered the discussion here today.
I was taking some for a dental problem I had, and I took them, but I didn't take them all. The dentist always gives you a little more than you really need. And they sit there at home just talking to you, the bottle. But I don't want to be the guy that just starts taking it for no reason. You need a reason. If you start taking it for no reason, you're going to run out and need more for no reason, I'm looking for anything. Like I wake up and go, I got the sniffles or something. Is Vicodin good for a cold? I know you're supposed to take
that to numb up my nose.
The eucalyptus stuff. What are you supposed to take?
You go to AOL. You go to AOL and look up Vicodin and what it's good for.
It's not good for a cold. Damn it! All right. I have to clip my nails, and I'm very sensitive.
It says it's
anything.
It says it's good when you get poison ivy.
Yeah. Really? I got into a fight with my girlfriend. That bitch.
I'm emotionally hurt today.
I'm hurt. My self-esteem is hurt.
He hurt me very much with his words. So you can't be the guy that just starts popping them for pleasure because they're in your house,
Is he still talking about his knee?
Of course.
Always. That's becoming like a career move for him.
I know. I'm actually going to have to
I was at a funny bone and I tweaked it. I think I got my ankle, too.
I'm going to have to... At least I have something for my career.
I hung up on him last night. He was telling
my
me,
God. But I was on Vicodin. I was trying to tell him.
Yet another orgasm story. I can't take it. Every time I call...
Dude, then the bus pulled up in Harrisburg, Virginia, dude. And you wouldn't believe the wacky stuff that happened out there. Dude, there was a mascot, and they totally set it up like punk, dude. Click.
Oh, no. You told that story for another fucking 20 minutes before you even realized it.
But Billy sucks you in. He sucks me in because he asked me a question, so I'm like, yeah, and I start answering it, and then all of a sudden I take it upon myself to just keep talking about other things like I think he's interested. I think I really forget that I don't have normal friends because a normal friend would actually just sit there and do his girlfriend would be there and just take the phone away from his ears and just go, he's still
talking.
yapping.
Yeah.
But all my friends would go click and I'm still yapping. So anyways, dude, I swear to God, I actually wanted to type the rest of the story out and email it to you. I'm sitting there.
Dude, he's told me so many of those fucking stories. I feel like I was on the tour.
And then day 3.
Yeah, it was a big break for Bob Kelly.
It was a big break. No pun intended. Billy actually does the best Bob Kelly. He used to go, what was it, Bob Kelly in a cave?
What do you set me up to bomb for? These inside jokes. Why don't you imitate me imitating you?
Dude.
See that? See how awful I would have sounded?
Much better coming out of Bob.
It's better when Jim's on because he kind of works with you. Billy just smashes you right in the face.
I didn't.
Why you set me up
hung
to
up
bomb,
on you
dude?
Last night.
I hung up
in
on
the
his
middle
face.
of one of those awful stories, and I begin my day.
You can have.
I begin my day hearing more Torgasm stories. I'm sick of them. The DVD's coming out. Give us something to watch.
Television show, Billy.
Really?
Yes.
I got to tell you something though, Bill.
Yeah.
Because of his, the breaking of the knee, we have Bob Kelly remixes out the ass.
I heard the immigrant song, man. It was hilarious.
People
you heard that one?
These.
I got that on my iPod. I think accidentally.
Wait, Bob, you haven't heard any of these, right?
I've heard a couple of them. I've heard the Zeppelin one was funny.
That's a good one.
The Goodfellas one was funny. You know what? I was surprised.
Hold my hand. Hold my hand, man.
Nobody did Pope of Greenwich Village, like a dueling.
Oh, that
my thumb, Charlie. I broke my knee. No, my thumb.
They took my thumb, Charlie. I broke my knee. Hold my hand, man. Hold my hand.
I just like how he says, I broke my knee, man, in the exact same way, like 18 times in a row, to the point I thought
I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man.
And right when you're like, is this on a loop, he goes, I broke my knee, dude.
Well, did you hear the song?
He switches it up.
Switch it up a little bit. That's one of my favorite songs. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, dude. Song.
No,
people just take your pain and your tragedy and turn it into
dude,
songs.
I gotta admit, like when I heard that play start on the audio, I was like, "Fuck," you know.
Yeah,
it's like
you sit there going,
yeah.
"Here it comes."
Yeah, funniest home videos. You're holding your nuts.
Yeah,
It's like the same thing.
coming.
Like,
there's the father standing in front of his son with the pitch in the baseball.
in the background, and the people are like discussing the play, like, "Dude, you should have broke right." They're just
right. And they're arguing. He was down, man. He was down, and they have no idea that you're fucked up.
I'm just
yet.
off in the distance going.
But I knew they're discussing the play. Yeah.
But that's why I started screaming, because nobody came over to me, and I was so nervous that nobody would take me serious. So in my brain, I just kept going, I broke my knee, dude. And what about the one asshole?
God, that's the famous guy.
That's the famous sound.
I just got that feeling, like, oh my God, we have him in studio.
It really sounded like it was just like abandoned on the horizon. He sounded so far away.
It's like a pterodactyl coming in.
Well, here's the Bob Kelly Immigrant Song remix, because Bob hasn't heard this yet.
Yeah, I like this one.
We want to play some of the better remixes for you, because you haven't heard any of these yet.
I love this one.
I broke my knee, man. Fuck. I broke my knee, man. I broke my fucking knee, dude. I broke it, dude. I felt the crack. Fuck. I broke my leg. I broke it. Hold my hand, man. I gotta squeeze something.
Hold my hand, man. That hold my hand, man, is one of the greatest lines. You could have said that like the manliest man could say that, and it would sound faggy. The way you said it, it's even worse. Hold my hand, man.
But as soon as I said it, I knew. That's why. And then I went, I need something to squeeze. But that was even gayer if you think about it.
Yeah.
And then.
You're one.
My hand, man. It's getting dark. I think this is it.
There's midgets crying all over. I don't know what to do. There's midgets everywhere. What's going on? It's getting dark, man. There's a light and there's midgets crying.
We'll do it for Johnny, man.
Do it for Johnny.
Do it for Johnny.
You're one of those guys on the battlefield that would just be just like the movies. Hold it up. Suck it up, man. Stay with us. Stay with us. The blood and guts all over him.
He needed that Barnes guy.
Yeah.
Right in his face.
Take the pain. Take the pain. Take the pain.
You
see this piece of shit?
I got a bad feeling about this one, man.
Come on, LP. What do you say, Bob?
All right, here's a taste of the song that we were discussing.
Down, you way down.
Like a murder.
They still have no idea what's going on.
Talking about the play.
Yeah, just talking about the play.
Sounds like a murder is taking place.
I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, dude. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, dude. Hold my hand, man. I gotta squeeze some. On the side.
Yeah, Tylenol.
But not for a blown-out knee.
When T.O. ripped his ACL. Yeah.
Advil.
My favorite thing, anybody talk about Dane's complete lack of concern? The way he came up, there was no concern in his voice. Dude, the ambulance is coming in a couple seconds.
Oh, in
his head, he's like, "This is great footage."
Yep.
Oh,
exactly.
The camera lady actually apologized to me later. There's a girl
for taping it.
Well, she couldn't. They wouldn't let her shut the camera off. She wanted. She was like,
those are the moments you hope for.
I came out of the emergency room. She's right there with the camera.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Sorry," and then I'm just like all messed up on Vicodin. My knees all wrapped up. I'm in a wheelchair, and they videotaped. Oh, the sound guy smashed my leg too. I was lying there. I'm on the bus, and the guy he's saying goodnight to everybody, and he walks over to say goodnight to Dane, and he just whacks my leg and just pushes it all the way to the left, and wow,
dude! They needed another take of it.
That's what I was
Come on, Bob, do another take. We want to get
the audio wasn't quite right.
Yeah. We want to get your point of view.
I just punch him in the kneecap.
Here's another remix that you haven't heard yet there, Bob.
Motherfucker. You mother. It bent backwards. Fuck.
Dude, hundreds of these came in, Bob. Hundreds.
Love the sheep one.
We played about 20 on the show, but at least 100 came in.
Whispering.
Huh?
I like it when he starts whispering towards the end, like some mob movie.
Yeah.
It's so fucking nice, dude. Dude, I broke my knee, dude. Dude, it busted. I can't believe it busted. I can't believe it. It went backwards. Dude, it went sideways and backwards. I can't believe it went backwards. Dude, I'll take that Advil. I was just walking on it.
Who's that random Arab who's just trying to, relate?
No, that's the Dominican that did it. Oh, he's you know what sucks, too, is he never owned responsibility.
No,
he couldn't, but it wasn't me, man. I play football, you know.
You're playing the game. It's kind of hard to fess up if you're just playing football.
Really? Yeah. When you come up and, it's touch football and you wrap your legs around me and punch me in the face.
It's one of the risks
and then all your friggin' 6'4" Dominican body comes down on my knee? Really?
There really was no reason for any of you to be playing football.
Exactly.
Well, I quit. I didn't want to play. I was done. I realized that.
Play.
No,
they
didn't.
had activities for him during the day.
Activities.
Stupid. Today we're having a picnic. And you will try to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches as fast as you can.
I'm choking, dude. I'm choking.
It's fucking pathetic.
Tonight we're going bowling.
He had activity. I opened for Charlie Murphy, but I'm going to tell you something. During the day was mine. He didn't tell me, okay, we're going to bring you down to the hood.
Right.
Get stabbed.
We're going to race scooters today.
Look at
Jesus.
Bill, we're gonna fuck some white women today. And then we're gonna eat chicken.
We're bowling tonight.
My thumb! It bent backwards when I threw the ball, dude. I broke my thumb, dude.
You see the 7 turns?
Dude! Don't keep bowling my thumb! Dude, give me a pin to squeeze, dude. I just need to squeeze a pin.
Activities. That's great. Get all on the bus. Get your permission slip signed.
Wait a minute.
It was like meatballs.
Yeah, like camp.
They had us horseback riding one day. That was fantastic. That was one of our activities.
Did they really?
Dude, this is what happened. They didn't tell us this. And Gary Gellman, this is why he almost walked off he snapped the second day in, and I've never seen somebody, I thought he was going to stab somebody. He's on I don't know what the fuck he's taking.
Stabbed.
He was going, what the fuck? I did this for a year on that stupid show. I didn't want to fucking do this again. I'm going to freaking go horseback riding. Why? And I'm just staring at him like, oh my, last comic standing fucking killed this kid. And he's just snapping.
Yeah, he lived in a house with 10 other comics.
Oh my God.
Horseback riding, though.
You guys went horseback riding?
Dude,
as well?
and Gary almost got killed. They put him on a Clydesdale. This old it was the only horse big enough for him because he's 6'4". This horse was just 8 feet tall. It looked like from Lord of the Rings. It's just hairy feet. And Gary was so nervous, and the horse could sense that. So we're on the horses. All of a sudden, you're supposed to go, whoa. And pull back and
whoa.
All of a sudden you hear, you're supposed to go whoa and pull back real hard. All of a sudden you hear, whoa, 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 whoa. and Gary just flies. He just flies by going, whoa. And then all of a sudden at the end you hear, please, whoa. Please, whoa.
Please, whoa.
And this thing was in full gallop. And it's like huge. With him on it, it just looked disturbing. It just flies by. And then when one horse goes, the rest of them thinking they're going home. So everybody's horse just started flying. So we're all just flying down this dirt road. Matt Frost, he's the one of the tour managers. He's big too. He starts bouncing off. He's like hanging off sideways. So he falls off the horse. Gary's almost crying. The lady, she was like a 4'2" lesbian cowboy dyke. It looked like, like out of a Western, just kicks the back of a horse and just, wow, flies up, grabs the reins of Gary's horse, grabs Matt's horse on her horse. It was crazy.
I used to do that.
I would have hung up on him.
You don't think a lot of listeners? You don't think a lot of listeners just?
There's just too many people in the story, Bob.
You don't think a lot of listeners just?
8 people, 22
all right, go ahead,
horses.
Billy. You just keep talking.
It's like an epic. It's like Ben-Hur.
I really.
There's a production
and
of
Yul
Ben-Hur.
Brynner comes out of nowhere.
6 guns.
But you got to admit, you ended your story with "it was crazy." I mean, that is the line when it bombs. It's
You're
bombing.
Right. I did bomb.
The tour was in April. It's June. It's over. Coming around again, man.
I really have a problem with telling one story and going into another. I really do. I think I have a torgasm disease. I really do have a problem. What was the story? What was I originally talking about?
See this horseback riding on the DVD?
Yeah, you know what? The Dominican guy.
Yeah,
he was filming it and he didn't get anything.
Because of your knee break, this DVD is going to sell like crazy.
Yeah, everyone's going to want to see
that.
Hey,
we're going to play another remix for you here. One of the better ones that came in, the Henry Hill Bob Kelly remix.
I like this one.
This might have been the best one that came in.
Look, he started to touch me. He started to grab me. I told him to stop. He didn't stop. I hit him back. And then he got really angry.
He almost sounds like Bob.
He pushed me out of the car.
What do you want, fucker? You want something? Huh?
What are you doing?
I broke my knee, man. Fuck. I swear my fucking mother, if you touch her again, you're dead. Oh, hold my hand, man. I gotta squeeze some.
Wow, how good is that?
That's got to be the best one.
You know what?
Absolutely.
No, it's weird. I had no idea. That was by Harry T., and Harry T. is now one of our interns.
Oh, well.
Look at that.
He's one of the new guys today?
Yeah.
Maybe he ought to get a little recognition.
He's got
that was a great one. I like at the end. I go,
skill there.
Hold my hand, and he hit me
Bring
again.
him in. Look at him. We gave him little name tags.
Did you pat this guy down before you hired him? The Taliban.
That's what we said. That's the guy we were talking about earlier.
Everybody says that to him.
I have to shape now. It's just
Harry Taliban.
Man. It was a temporary thing, but now it's got to go.
Guys, we have a whole crew of new interns wandering around them, and they all have
the
name
beard
tags
thing
on.
really makes you look a little terroristic.
It's not the look I was going for. So
he came in with like 3 other people like surrounding him, just making sure nothing's going to happen.
I could tell you were probably going for a Stallone Cobra look, and you got more of a Mohammed Atta.
A Nighthawk. What was that?
Nighthawks. Yeah, that was it.
Nighthawks. Nighthawks. With
Stallone
Billy D.
Nighthawks
With
look.
Billy D.
Very good. Wow, yeah. That was the one. But it comes off a little bit, jihad.
It's going to go then.
You should check his computer. He has a flight simulator on his computer. He's practicing.
All kinds of schematics of the subway. Yeah, there you go. Harry T. Well, that was a very good job. The Goodfellas remix.
You sent another one in too, Harry?
I sent the Immigrant song one.
Okay.
Wow. 2 gold ones. Well, look who we
welcome
have
to
on
the
board.
program there, Harry.
Brand new to the show.
I want Harry getting my coffee from now on.
So you've been listening to the show for a while?
Yeah, a long time ago.
For a long time, and you figured you would apply for an internship?
Yeah. And I used to, back at NEW, I used to work for the night show.
Ron Fez.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you have a little experience.
Yeah. I started the week you guys left.
Left, yeah. So we didn't know you then.
Unfortunately, no.
See, it was a lot of fun when we were there. Foosball tables, booze, broads.
It was a ghost town.
Yeah, after we got the booth, they kind of cracked down on everybody over there and took all the games out and
took the
all
booze
the pinball
away
machines
from
and
everyone.
video games and beer coolers.
Yeah.
There was a closet where all your stuff was. Like all the fun stuff they moved into your old office and padlocked it.
Yeah, padlocked it. Yeah, and we ruined it for everybody over there. Before we got fired, it was a daily party over there.
It was a
with
frat house.
Girls coming in. We had a bartender that would come in and mix drinks. Shot girls. There were foosball tables, video games, pinball machines. And, you know, in between all this, we'd put on some kind of radio show.
Oh, drug dealer.
Yeah, drug dealer, whatever you need. Whatever
you
need. And then after we got the boot, Ron and Fez were still there, and they're very cool guys. They did a great show, still do. And they were into having fun, too. At night, you know, the beers would still be flowing. There'd be things going on. They cracked down on everyone so bad that all fun had to be put in the closet and locked away.
Whatever happened to the enema kiddie pool?
Oh, that I didn't, unfortunately, get to see.
What was that?
Oh, God, they had a guy come in.
Paulo.
They loaded him up with an enema, so he could barely hold anything.
Not just like as much as the guy could, you know, take.
And we all went around in circles telling jokes to see whose joke would get him to fucking explode out of his ass.
Into the kiddie pool.
Into the kiddie pool he was standing in.
That's a great make me laugh.
It really was. I think Opie won.
Yeah.
By getting the...
he beat Brian Regan.
Yeah, Brian Regan was there. Beat him, but it was such a... it wasn't even a thought-up line or anything. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing. He got a dominatrix to start crying because he said she looked like Joey Ramone.
Then he threw poker chips in her face.
There's nothing worse than seeing a dominatrix cry. It's like, what are you crying? No!
Just slap her in the face.
Yeah, smack her. You're supposed to do this,
Exactly.
bitch.
All right, Harry, welcome aboard there. And thanks for the great remix there.
Good job. Very good. I think he's a standout amongst the two guys, the two other guys today.
I don't even want to know the other guy's name.
3 other guys today? What are 3 other? There's a total of how many new interns here today? 4? Is that why they have the name tag?
There's intern 1, intern 2, intern 3, and Harry T.
Harry T.
Harry Taliban.
See how this works?
Harry the Taliban.
We know. We know Harry's name.
That's how you should get him in here when you want coffee.
I like Paul.
He does look like one of the pilots.
I'm trying to play some of the other remixes for you there, Bob, because you haven't heard these. Actually, a lot of people did it to music as well.
Nobody got Deliverance?
Yeah, I was going to play that one, actually.
Someone did.
We'll play that one for you.
Someone did.
Yeah. See how original I am?
But first...
Yeah.
Yeah, it
20
worked.
people not even in show business came up with that, you hack.
Listen to this one.
I snapped my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. Please hold my hand.
Hold my hand, man. I gotta squeeze something.
Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, and I'll see you home. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, yeah. I snapped my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my fucking knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, dude.
Hold my hand, man.
I love that. Hold my hand, man.
I wonder if when this does come on TV, if there's going to be a bunch of midgets just crying watching this.
Yeah.
That's the reverse.
All right,
we do have
tend to get a little emotional over midgets.
We do have a Deliverance one.
I'm so distracted watching Jessica Simpson. Was this new music video, Dukes of Hazzard?
Dukes of Hazzard.
She's all dressed up in this little, of course, Daisy Dukes.
Oh, she's doing a remake of These Boots Are Made for Walking?
Is that what that is?
With Willie Nelson, huh? Look at this video.
Yeah, she's
God.
so young she didn't know who did the original. I swear to God.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it young or is she fucking just a dumb broad?
Well, she is stupid. She is really stupid, and it's not even an act. But they got her.
I was just going to say
not even an act.
Because I was going to be
You
like,
got mad.
she has a music
not
career,
even an act.
a movie career, and her own TV show.
What a dope.
Yeah.
I see you occasionally get distracted. Your earphone cuts out?
Yes.
Yeah, it happens when they talk from the studio to Hawk over there. One of our earphones go out. Isn't that a great little side effect to somebody talking to someone else on the show? And you got to just put it out of your mind?
Get down and work on that.
It's so goddamn distracting.
I take it you have to deal with this
on a daily basis. Yeah. And I try not to miss a beat. It's like, oh, hey there, half your ear's gone. Imagine it during just conversation, you're talking during the day, and out of nowhere, somebody just shoves an earplug in one ear for about 5 seconds and then pulls it out. And you're supposed to not even acknowledge it or say a word about it. Yeah, how was work today? Oh, it's pretty good, but oh, Jesus Christ, pull the earplug out. It's so distracting. But we're not supposed to acknowledge it.
Not at all.
All right, here's another Bob Kelly remix for Bobby in studio today.
I'm so angry today.
I know.
This river don't go to Antry. You done taken a wrong turn. Now let's you just drop them pants.
Drop?
Just take them right off.
Ah, what the fuck? Ah, fuck.
Come on, squeal. Squeal.
What the fuck?
Bob, I want to thank you, by the way. You made our job so easy.
Oh, yeah.
We just sat back for like a week straight just listening to these things instead of doing a show.
That was disturbing, that one. I just remember hearing you talking to Dane. You guys were so nice to me when I called in when I was all on Vicodin. Yeah, man, take care, Bob, blah, blah, blah. And as soon as you got me off the phone, you were like, dude, Dane, you got to get that audio.
Yeah, we need it.
Listen, Dane. Get that fucking audio.
We would have paid big bucks for that.
Dane,
we got it for free, but we would have wrote some serious checks.
Dane was like, "Don't worry, I'll get it." It was like a CIA drop to the KGB. Yeah,
the same tone he had when he asked you if you were okay.
I'll get it.
Don't worry. The ambulance is coming. Keep rolling.
Keep rolling. What other ones you want to play for him? I don't want to play all of them, obviously.
No, 'cause some of them are just really bad.
The Bob Kelly, Sergeant Hartman was a million of these came in.
Yeah,
I think I
got an example of one.
Yeah, I think we got an example of the better one.
What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
Jim!
Whatever you do, don't fall down. That would break my fucking heart.
Down, you way down. Keep down.
Get your fat ass up. What's your excuse?
I snapped my knee, man. Oh, no. I broke my knee, man.
I'm asking the fucking questions here, Private. You understand?
I broke my knee, man.
Well, thank you very much. Can I be in charge for a while? Do you feel dizzy? Do you feel pain? Jesus H. Christ! I think you've got a heart off!
Can we get some water? Hold my hand, man. You want some water? I gotta squeeze something.
What is your major malfunction, numbnut?
I broke that fucking thing. I broke it. You're gonna be alright, I broke my leg.
You had best unfuck yourself, or I will unscrew your head and shit down your neck!
God, extreme.
You got to give it up to him for being able to listen to this, because I know Joe Theismann has never been able to watch that tape.
No.
I couldn't watch it. They wanted me
that.
to watch it. They
really?
actually took it. Yeah, like 4 days after it happened, they brought me and everybody else in a room because the executive, the producer dude wanted to get reaction
Oh, that'd
shots.
be good. So all of a sudden they tape you watching it. And
yeah,
then,
they wanted that horse shit. So I walked in the room and I'm sitting there and they start playing the video before with the play, and people are making the play, and I'm watching it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? I go, dude, this is stupid. I go, you making me so you can get me what? Cringing? I just walked out.
This is one of your activities for the day.
The latest activity. That's hilarious.
The guy actually asked me
comedy and
that,
activities. What?
If I wanted,
I want to be on the bus.
Right.
He asked me if I wanted to go white water rafting.
Oh, really?
After I hurt my knee, he goes, it's up to you.
Yeah, that's a safe sport.
Yeah, that's good. We're gonna strap me down to the front like the broad on the boat, just like a hood ornament.
Someone would drown. Comedians and like a comedy tour and activities, it's not you don't do it.
It's just the word.
Well,
you sleep late, you wake up, you do your gig, you go back to bed.
The reason why they had us do stuff is because they knew they were videotaping it, so they knew if
something was going to happen.
Well, no, they knew that if they just let us do what we were going to do, we were going to sleep all day.
Right, they can't
and play
sleeping
Xbox,
comics.
Play Xbox.
Yeah.
Eat, go back to sleep, do the show, and then watch TV and play Xbox. It would have just been, just an Xbox ad.
So activities opens up the opportunity for people to get injured and fuck themselves up because
Dane cracked a couple ribs. Jay Davis got hurt. I got hurt. Everybody. Matt Frost rolled an ATV on his leg. I thought he was going to get killed, dude. He came like a split second from that thing rolling over his head.
It's insane.
Yeah, it was stupid. I almost got killed. I played
crazy.
paintball after this. And I'm such an asshole. You know when somebody goes, I know I had my leg brace on. The guy goes, 1, 2, 3, go. But instinctually, when somebody says go, you just run. And I have a leg brace. I ran and just slipped. And I just got nailed by 5 dudes with paintballs. I'm like, why? What am I, an asshole?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that hard, Bob.
Just
do your show.
Don't tell me, kid. I'm fine with sleeping and playing Xbox.
Playing paintball.
The next day, we got a rappel down the side of this cliff. And
Don't
I told him my helmet didn't fit, dude.
We had a rappel. What are you kidding? They took us rock climbing.
I cracked my skull, dude. I cracked my skull, dude.
They took us rock climbing.
You went rock climbing?
They took us indoor rock climbing, and I'm the only fatso that couldn't make it to the top.
Oh.
This little kid made it up. I tried 3 times, and my hand was just shaking.
Oh, no. You were the shaky hand guy?
Dude, it was stupid.
Trying to reach. I can't reach, dude.
We had to make pottery. We had to make a bowl.
Make pottery.
I'm kidding. We didn't have to.
I was going to say. You know something? It didn't surprise me, though.
Yeah.
Dude, my bowl is broken,
right.
dude. My bowl is broken. I broke my teacup.
We went canoeing.
Did you guys have like a big day where you like played another tour in like events, like a 3-legged race?
What do you mean?
Potato sack race.
The Torgasm,
popsicle stick houses.
The Torgasm Olympics.
You meet up with the Kings of Comedy tour bus or something.
And we fought them.
Knife fight.
Yeah, the I'm Rich Bitch tour.
All right. The Star Trek one, is that worth replaying, you think? Not really? And the We Were Soldiers, the one that came in today, yes or no?
That was close to being good.
It was almost good?
Almost good. Not quite.
No? All right.
Some people. We're crushing dreams. They're sitting there listening going, oh, they're talking about mine. They're going to play it. They're going that piece of shit. Nah, throw it away.
All right.
That's it.
Gone. Rubbing
how many?
They still brought it up on the air.
They talked about it. That's good enough. They talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
The next level is they'll actually maybe play it.
Yeah, play
shit on it.
Another one. You put together another one, I'm sure they'll play it.
I'm sure Bobby will get hurt again during his activities.
I knew when this happened I was going to get a nice hot slamming.
All right. Well, that's it for the Bob Kelly remixes then for now. They're still coming in, though, believe it or not. We started this like a month ago, I think. Over 100. I got at least 35 in front of us.
Only 10 like that are even kind of good.
Yeah. So, good job to everyone that sent one in.
Wow.
Has anybody yelled that shit out at you yet?
Well, I'm not that. Yeah, I get that. I get hold my hand and not you.
Yeah, not you.
It's so funny though. It's like, you know.
Not you. Seinfeld.
No, they go like this. They go, we love you, Bob. And I'm like, thanks, man. They just go, not you.
Oh.
But there's nobody else knows what the hell. It's usually like a couple OA fans.
Yeah.
And then it's everybody else in the crowd. So they're just looking at me like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about.
Just a disgusted Seinfeld.
Oh, it still hurts my feelings. The worst is on AOL, the AIM, because they go, dude, you're really great. And I type back, thanks, dude, and then not you, and they just sign off.
Don't even give you a chance to say fuck you or anything.
But then they sign back on, and they're like, dude, I'm sorry. I just had to do it. It's like, fucking
pests. Was that Alanis Morissette?
Yes. Oh, my God.
What's she doing?
That's good.
She got like white... I don't know what that is.
That's kind of like...
It's like an X-Men.
Cruella DeVille? Yeah, she's got Cruella DeVille stripes on her hair.
Coming up.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We got Bill Burr in studio. You promoting anything, Bill?
I got nothing.
You got nothing.
Knee.
Dude, that's the best shit. Norton turned me on to that.
Favorite.
It's a cool...
Did you turn Norton on to that?
On a plane, you don't need a parachute. You can just use this.
Right, saw the commercial, right. But hit it when you're close to the ground so you don't crash.
Yeah,
sure.
Did you turn Norton on that?
Probably, and he'll probably tell me about it next week. Dude, you got to get this.
Because of him, I got that. It's, what is it called? It's
Right Guard
like a
Sport.
locker room
Right Guard
now.
Sport.
Yeah.
But it has this lever on the side of the can. It has a lock feature because it's so strong.
Yeah, it's great.
It has a lock feature because you could do some damage.
You could actually, it's like mace. You just spray it in people's face.
Wait, let's get a match and see what kind of damage that...
No.
I'm telling you.
There's nothing worse. How many
look at that Opie
accidents?
face. Look at him. He's look at that
You know
evil
something?
face.
I could take you to a few
That's the
websites
face
where you
right
can
there.
watch what happens when people do that.
Look at Ben comes running in panicking.
There's some asshole in the woods.
Why don't we just have a little experiment?
Look at
What's
that's
wrong with
the
you guys?
face right there.
What's wrong?
That's the face.
Yeah.
That's the same
Face that
face
gets
you
us
had
fired.
when you were teasing Bernie Getz.
Right.
Oh, I forgot that Bill was here for that famous day.
Yeah, let's break Bernie's CD.
We talk
I
about that
just got so
day
into-
all the time, man.
I got so into just picking on somebody, I really forgot who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was yelling out, "Stand up for your rights, Bernie!
No,
You don't
Bernie.
have to take for that."
Yeah, Bill
and I'm
was.
like, yeah.
I forgot because I thought I saw my death. I'm sorry, Bill.
Shoot him, Bernie.
My mind went blind.
Dude, you were dying laughing like it was a little brother
Inside, though, I was
trying to get his ball back.
Dude, inside I was freaked. Have you seen the video, the security camera footage of that yet?
Uh-uh.
It's really creepy looking.
It's really creepy.
Black and white
security,
from
it's
a
always
corner.
creepy
Yeah, it's
looking.
always creepy. It could be anything. On a security camera.
Him
it's
eating
just
his
pretty
yogurt.
good.
He's just
Yeah.
like,
Oh, man, that's ominous looking.
Yeah.
Well, I bet something bad's going to happen. Like, it'd be the most boring nothing. The guy behind the deli counter where no robbery ever happens, but you watch going, yeah, I bet some guy's going to come in with a gun and shoot this guy. And just nothing. He's making a sandwich.
We've talked about this a lot, but what really scared me, what was happening in the studio, I was laughing my ass off. It was funny, and I knew what was Bernie really going to do to any of us, right? But then when he... No, in studio.
He shot 4 people,
but
shot another guy who was just laying there dying.
Hold on, that's the point I'm going to make, because obviously he had nothing on him. It's when he darted out of the studio and ran for a bag that he brought with him, I'm like, that's when I was praying Master Poe wasn't, praying that Master Poe was on his game that day. That he checked him for weapons, because I'm like, oh my God.
Dude, you don't think a guy that shot 4 people in a subway would just bust a CD case and stick the shard in your throat? Like, in a second? He doesn't need a gun. The guy's a madman.
When he ran out of the studio, that's when I panicked, like, oh, God, did Master
I
Poe
was
do his job
watching like
today?
it was a show.
Yeah.
So I'm going to his bag, and I was like, wow. Is he coming back in here? Is he packing up to leave? I was that white guy in all those awful Def Jam bits. If he was a black motherfucker, he would have ran out the room. White people just sit around going, gee, what's he got in his bag? I was doing exactly that.
Well, I wonder what he's doing in my white man voice.
And why did he run?
Black people be run out the joint.
We ever find out why he ran to his bag?
Because when black people run, we run the fuck out that motherfucker.
Why in a horror movie the white family always stay in the house? Black people say, get out the house. We be run out the house and shit.
Look behind you, bitch! Behind you, motherfucker! He's right behind you!
Here's the here's the footage from the security cam. Look.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't it look evil?
I know this is radio, but here's me getting ready to smash his CD. He has no idea. He's just sitting there all happy.
It's all jumpy.
Yeah, that's
it's all time-lapse looking.
There's me smashing his CD. Jesus. And I roll.
Laughing.
I'm laughing my balls off.
Bernie's saying, you motherfucker. He gets up. Here he comes. Now, Eric. Opie's actually throwing Eric.
You did do that.
I threw Eric in the way.
Like throwing Eric in between
and look,
him
now
and Bernie.
I have my hand holding Eric's back, pushing him into Bernie.
Your hand went up, which would have actually had a bullet hole in it.
You grabbed the microphone to make sure this got on the air, though.
Defensive wounds.
Oh, because that's when he jumped up.
Look, now he's like pointing at me from above the screens.
He's
Give me
like,
my
give me
motherfucking
it.
CD.
And then he just resigns himself to the fact that he's not getting it back and says, fuck you, I'm leaving.
And there's Master Poe coming in studio.
Oh, and Anthony was going, it's getting hot in here.
That's the code word to get Master Poe in here to kick a little ass.
All right.
And there's Bernie. We calmed him down a little, but then he just goes,
yeah, you guys,
fuck you, and leaves.
This is a cool day. You guys have given us two of the greatest moments on the XM show. The whole Bob Kelly breaking his knee, and of course Bill was here
Bernie.
for the Bernie Gets segment.
And we've tried to get in touch with Bernie again, and a couple of months ago, I guess, he was saying, yeah, he'll do the show, but now he says no, he's not doing it. Ben?
No, he won't do the show.
I keep correspondence with him, don't you?
He won't even do a phone or anything.
Won't do anything with our show anymore.
He's worried about us and his mayoral campaign.
Because that's what he's got to worry
about.
about.
This is the thing. If he suddenly agrees to do the show, don't bring him in because that means he's plotting.
He's gonna he's plotting. He's bringing something like a gun.
But getting back to my question, what was he going for in that bag? No one ever found out. You think he maybe had a weapon? Usually when he's
clarity,
he had a flashback.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, he usually has a weapon, but, obviously he couldn't bring a weapon to a radio station, and ran to that bag and went, darn it, don't have it.
Don't have it with me. I'll bring it next time.
All right,
Oh, it was unreal. He undid like 8 years of therapy for that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Instantly. Because then the next time I was here, they made some porn star cry. I was like literally at home going, dude, I don't know about
Did you
this
say?
stuff.
Did you say they?
I always go in.
Wait a minute. Did you say they?
Yes.
No, it's Opie.
Yeah,
no,
I know.
it's not.
No, it wasn't. It was
Actually,
Anthony.
that time I was bad cop
See,
that day.
when I watched you throw the poker chips,
that's when
that
chick's
how
face,
bad is
dude,
that?
That's when I went,
dude.
Who are the people I'm friends with?
No, dude. Honestly, the poker chip incident was probably the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. Jim Norton will say the same thing, and Anthony. We all were laughing so hard, none of us could talk. None of us could talk for, I don't want to exaggerate, about a minute.
It was really,
us laughing in the background.
This girl came in to bring us presents. She was from Pennsylvania or something. Maine. She traveled all this distance to bring us the lesbian couch, and she brought us other trinkets. They were little gifts that she apparently picked up because she had some kind of a like flea market booth or something, a yard sale.
Made them.
And yeah, they're like these little things that you would find at a garage sale. So she brought me
buttons and shit.
She had heard, and each thing I think was supposed to,
mean something.
Because I was talking about poker. So she brought these poker chips, but they were the worst poker chips and a little holder
the poker chips you got when you were.
Oh, we have them, don't we? Somewhere.
They're the poker chips you got when you were like 12.
It was like you saw your dad playing poker like in the 60s with the relatives with him.
They had him on the mod set.
Yeah,
just in the background.
This is awful. Look at this. Look at
the ones the Odd Couple
used.
Like
a Lucy's hat box that she brings back from the department store.
Those are the famous poker chips. We can get a lot of money for those on eBay.
Look how old it is.
There's got to be 500 here, and it's solid oak.
Yeah, it's oak.
Yeah, this was on some racist coffee table in like the 40s.
Yeah, the 40s. With an Aunt Jemima statue next to it.
And so Anthony got
some sort of animal's head up on the wall.
Yeah, big moose head up on the wall. And she gave those to me.
But all right, go ahead. What did she give me? Some kind of pottery thing? Because I smashed it
right away. It was a salsa bowl.
Oh yeah.
Which held chips and salsa.
What does that have to do with Opie?
It was crap. It was all just crap.
It was a big bowl.
It was something because
and then a smaller bowl in the middle that was attached to the big bowl where you put the salsa.
It was because we had talked about Opie and his lack of entertaining at his apartment.
Bare apartment.
His bare apartment where he has guests over to watch football games. So it doesn't even have places for him to sit.
He really does have an Asian director's apartment.
She
came in to help.
I have nothing in here except a television and chair.
So she was getting a little upset at the fact that we were goofing on the quality of her gifts to us that she brought from Maine. And at one point, Opie just grabs the poker chips and heaves them at her. And you hear just poker chips flying, and lumber, which is just a big piece of wood, hits the console and knocks into her and hits the floor. And
you threw the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Dude, her reaction.
She's devastated.
She
ran out of the studio crying.
She tried to hold it together for a second, like take the joke, like, and then it just her emotional defense broke.
We had to get her on the phone. I know.
I always leave like I can't believe I was a part of that.
He's disgusted.
Like that. We did that St. Patrick's Day, and everyone was going up telling those the
bad racist jokes.
I was just like, literally again, just going home like.
Don't you go home and go like, I shouldn't be around those people?
I like two of them that.
They seem like nice guys, but
it really does.
3/4 of the way into my stay, that's what happens. I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a good show.
You know something?
They're going to start doing the weather in a couple of minutes. 78 degrees out, and then all of a sudden they have some
black chick in a boot.
breaks loose.
Yeah, someone ends up crying.
Well, Anthony, today in the news.
I feel the same way though. I go home sometimes going, what is my job? What is my job to make girls cry?
Wait, getting back.
It was just mean.
You were mean.
Hold on, he made the porn star cry. I don't even remember what that was about.
Because anytime you brought up if she had been drinking, it was a major issue with her.
Oh, her.
Okay. Anthony, being an intelligent guy, sees that.
Right.
And immediately just keeps going for every time
there was
he brought
two girls.
It up.
Yeah. There was two. And one kept consoling. You kept psychologically playing the one.
Well, let me tell you how I rationalize it so I can sleep at night. She started it.
Gorgeous, by the way.
She was beautiful. She came in. She was obviously drunk.
She made a 10 feel like she was a 3.
Really?
Yeah, she was ridiculous.
You made her cry?
She was so ridiculous hot. And she's in with some other, slob. Mary Carey. Who's
coming back to the program.
Totally was selling her out. She's the one I didn't like.
Yeah, she was selling her buddy out, too. She was.
This chick. Look how hot this girl is.
Yeah.
And this picture with her.
That isn't a good picture.
That's not even a good
No,
picture.
why it's not a good picture? Let me explain that. She's holding up a WoW sticker, for RateMyWow.com, another website.
Oh, right,
that she
she's
runs.
crying.
She's already crying, and we're still trying to get her to look hot
And
for
Mary
the
was saying,
pictures.
smile, just smile. And she went from crying to that smile back to crying again after the flash.
Psychotic.
She was really kooky. What was her name?
That big
Damn,
panhandle whore.
Her name's Tony
She just looks
Roberts.
Like she's from like
Tony
Oklahoma,
Roberts.
Texas.
Right.
Texas. Is that the
Yeah,
panhandle?
but that was Anthony that made her cry.
No, she was obviously intoxicated, and I brought it up. I went, what about the drunk one? Because I don't know their names. So it was, the slut and the drunk one. And she looked at me. She looked at me all pissed off, and I was like, well, you've obviously been drinking. And I thought like a stripper, like any other stripper or porn stars, you'd be going, yeah, we were out all night, fucking hey, woo, But no, she gets all upset, like, she's not drunk. So I had to keep reminding her that she was indeed drunk.
Now, you see, Anthony, you started this saying that you were going to justify how you can sleep at night.
That's
all
how I
you're doing
justify
is
it.
telling us what happened.
Yeah, see?
How do you justify?
That's how I actually fill the rest of the audience.
That and 2 Vicodin.
yeah, exactly.
I justify it.
No, I justify it by she wasn't really being honest with herself, and I was just, filling her in on.
And
what
she's a whore.
See what happens?
And
she's a whore.
She's so hot, and I'll never have sex with her, and she must pay for that.
See what happens?
See, there you go.
See what happens?
Never get mad at honesty.
What happens though is when you're in this studio, this all seems to make sense. It really does.
Right.
You're trying to entertain. You don't give a fuck about people's feelings and stuff, and you just try and do good radio. It's when you hit the street right after the show.
Somebody holds the door for you. Hey.
Yeah, and you realize, wait, you're actually the sun hits you. There's normal people walking down the sidewalk.
A bird lands on your shoulder.
They would never, that would never listen to this program, and that's when you start feeling, oh, I got to go home and take a shower.
You can almost relate to those serial killers that carry on a normal life and a regular daytime job, because when they're sitting at their desk, they're probably thinking, oh, she was really screaming when I was sawing her head off.
I'm glad I got that.
I kind of feel bad about that now. But they go back at night, pick up another whore, and gut her.
That's right.
I need to do something nice.
Anybody want something from the canteen truck? Coffee or something?
Hey, you want a sandwich? It's on me. It's on me.
I should have cleaned her fingernails better. I don't think they were clean enough.
You got to do something to make up for it.
Oh God!
You're right, though. It's just a really bad job we
but
have.
at least you're not bringing girls in here and just let's see those tits and just looking at their tits and having those are nice tits. What do you think of? You guys are making these whores cry. That's
we
fantastic.
do try to be blatantly honest with the girls.
You really are.
At this point, we have a stripper ban on this program.
Why?
Yeah, we were nice to the last batch that came in.
Yeah,
and we
Opie
should
was
have
sick
been
of
mean.
it that day. Remember,
Right.
we were like, they have nothing interesting to
But
say.
then we did another
the
couple girls that came in a couple weeks ago and just killed. Wait, you're here. That's
that's why I said they're great.
They were awful. All right, why don't we take a break and we'll regroup here.
Rightio.
We'll do the we got a little prank call thing we're going to play as we step aside. But we have Bill Burr in studio and Bob Kelly.
It's a funny thing. They did a prank on Torgasm. No, I'm joking.
Oh, my
I really am.
God.
Just
It was crazy.
Wordy asshole.
It was crazy.
We were racing another bus, and my arm got stuck out the window.
Dude, my arm, dude, I broke my arm, dude.
When we get back, Anthony, a little tease. Sexiest state in America, a bit we were doing when we first got here, kind of died.
Yeah,
we got some highlights from some of the contestants.
Trying to bring it back.
I think we might try to bring it back for a little while. So, but first, let's listen to this, and we'll continue.
Hello, is Tim there? Who? Tim.
I'm not open yet, my friend. 12 o'clock we open.
Oh, Christ.
Hello?
Hello, is Al there?
What is it?
No, Coholic.
Al who?
Coholic.
Alcoholic. Alcoholic? Don't nobody by that name.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Hello?
Al?
Yes?
This is Tuba?
Yeah?
Yeah, I wonder if you could help me out. I'm looking for Phil Myers, M-I-Z-A. Myers?
Phil Myers.
Myers, yeah.
Phil Myers. Phil Myers. Nobody by that name.
You're not there?
No.
Okay, thank you.
in Jersey City?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know if you could tell me if there's an I'll kill you there.
Who?
I'll kill you?
I'll kill you.
Yeah, kill you. Right.
What's his name?
I'll kill you.
How do you spell it? I'll be able to announce it already.
Oh, okay. K-I-L-L-E-U.
No, nobody but that name.
Oh, listen, I'm from Clifton. I'm not from Jersey City. I'm supposed to meet a few guys there, Could you call, how about Stanley Payne? Is Stanley Payne there,
Stanley Kramer? Stanley who?
Stanley Payne.
Hello?
Stanley Payne.
What are you trying to kid me now?
No. What's the matter with you?
You want to kid me around here? Let's see you fucking bum. You want to kid me, you motherfucker?
I'll come down and kick your fucking mouth open.
Listen, why don't you go out and fuck your mother?
I'll fuck your mother, you stupid son of a...
Why don't you come down here and have a little Nazi and come down and tell me that?
I'll come down
face to face.
I'll break your fucking head open.
I'll give you $100 to buy it.
$100? You don't even got no $100.
Well, listen, you fucking motherfucker. Come over here.
I'll be here when I get
Come over here. I'll show you my age, what I'll do to you.
Yeah.
I'll cut your fucking balls out. You motherfucker, you're a
scumbag.
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the Owen-Day virus.
Wow. You rule, Bernie.
Bernie.
No, you too.
This one, right?
Yes, this,
Oh,
what are you motherfucker? Tony, you're asking for trouble. Tony.
He's coming over. Oh, Bernie, sit down. Sit down.
Oh, my God. Wait.
He's really mad.
You pissed off Bernie. All right, get over there.
It's getting hot in here.
It's getting hot in here. It's getting real hot in here.
You don't have to take that. You don't have to take that, Bernie.
All right, sit down.
Stand up for your rights, Bernie.
Sit down, Bernie. Sit down. It's okay. It's okay, Poe. It's okay. It's okay. Poe, it's okay. Poe, it's okay. Poe, it's okay. All right, have Bernie sit down.
Take a seat.
Let's all calm down.
Yeah. Hand over that fucking CD.
Oh, you gotta have another.
You lunatic. All right, Bernie.
Oh, he's fine, Bo. Oh, he's fine.
You tell him to relax.
Tell him.
Yeah, everyone just relax.
Everybody relax.
All he did was take the CD out.
Yeah,
fuck you. Keep your CD. I won't be here again.
Bernie! Bernie's leaving. Oh, man. All right, he's walking out.
Wow, man.
Holy shit.
Wow. That was
Dude,
legendary.
That was the rage. That was what happened on that train.
Oh, my God. I'm not even kidding.
If that was what happened on that train, we saw it.
He was out of his mind.
Hey, you know what's odd? We were talking about Rain Man, and when you were watching Rain Man, remember, it was kind of like you look at Dustin Hoffman and go, not too bad. He's a little kooky and stuff, but he seems nice and sweet. And then that time he lost it at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, just lost his... That's what we saw. That snap.
That was right now. You just threw his CD. It was like a Pop-Tart in a toaster, and a little smoke billowing up, and he couldn't handle it.
Right. Imagine
you didn't see it coming. Like,
no,
it was just...
it came out of nowhere. He just
fuck you. Keep your CD.
Yeah. Keep your CD. Fuck you, and take this with you. You
have another.
Keep your CD. Wow.
Yeah. Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's just airborne flying off the
Miraculously. All right. Miraculously, he emerged from the vehicle unharmed.
What are we talking about? I had to run out and start eating
video
this egg
shows
sandwich.
and videos of just horrible things,
You
car
gotta
crashes,
see this
plane
and,
crashes.
National Geographic's.
Yeah.
unbelievable disasters, and no one ever does.
You know what the worst show is for those clip shows is Max X, Maximum Exposure.
Yeah.
Because the guy that they have narrating it makes everything sound fun. Yeah. And here the police officer gets 2 bullets in the head. Wow, that's gotta suck.
And we got it on video.
Yeah, we got it on tape on Max X.
He always says, and thanks to the video cam in the cop car.
Yeah. Here it is.
I bet this cleared his mind.
Like really bad Arnold Schwarzenegger lines.
This woman working the deli counter's having a bad day. A guy comes in with a machete, and there goes her head. Gonna have a hard time counting the register now. Like he's making jokes, and you're like, oh my God, the guy's dead.
This girl will never walk home alone again after getting raped by 5 Puerto Ricans. And we got it here on Max X.
On Max X. Those spics brought a camera. Isn't that horrible?
And we got the video of them stealing that from a white guy.
It's the worst show because the guy sounds much too happy and enthusiastic about some of these clips. It amounts to Faces of Death without the somber music and monologue from the guy.
Well,
Faces of Death used to be horrible. It was like, and then the train hit the woman as she was crossing. Dana, Dana, you know the music and everything.
The guy's voice was so
fast
creepy,
forward now. Uh-oh, look out, here comes the 515. He's all happy about it. Like wow, yeah, that train caught her.
Yeah. Hey, last time she'll check her email before work.
Last train to Deadsville.
Hey, look out. Wow.
Choo choo. Yeah, much
That's
too
why
happy.
we have when they pitched it. They're like, it's too dark. Can you inject a little energy?
Happy it up a little bit?
They just kept the same copy and just had him say it happier. Threw in a couple of awful jokes.
Limbs were falling from the sky when the planes collided. Here's a leg in the backyard. No thanks. I'll have a wing. Plane crash. What are you fucking... You're insane.
This is what happens when you hang out with a local Arubans.
Oh, no.
Jesus. Yeah, is she dead or not?
Who knows now? One guy confesses. Then they're denying the confession. She's obviously dead.
Dude, I'm telling you, we talked about this last time. I was with my girl in Aruba, and there's, Aruba, 2% crime rate, safest island.
That's what they say.
Yeah, but that 2% is some brutal crime.
Oh, yeah.
That's the difference.
I go, it doesn't matter.
They throw down.
They have nothing.
Yeah,
and they see us in a luxury hotel. They're going to wait on us hand and foot. And they live in a hut in the desert.
A what?
With a tin roof. A hut.
That's a Jewish hut.
Is there desert in Aruba?
If I was a rich man. La 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 la.
Yeah.
It's a desert.
There's a desert in Aruba?
We flew over on a helicopter and we're flying. And my girlfriend
was this an activity?
Is that where the natives live?
It's part of the tour guide.
They don't have spears, you ass.
Yeah, today we're going to be snorkeling.
Let's just call them
with sharks.
Just call them the
Watch out for the
N-word.
machete.
He bit my fucking leg, dude. He bit my fucking leg, dude.
Dad. Give me an octopus. I need something to squeeze.
I go in the cage. Cage goes in the water. Shark in the water. Our shark. Dude, they're well in it, dude. You fat Spanish lady.
You need a bigger boat. You need a bigger boat.
Why don't you try shoveling this shit out?
So Aruba, the huts, the natives.
The people that rent the jet skis and the parrots.
Right.
Those friggin' psycho terrorists, and they're just staring your girlfriend down.
Oh, yeah.
And they're raping her in front of you. Just nonverbal. They're just staring at her. You're signing the thing, trying to get the money off.
Jet skis.
Yeah, you can get one for free. You show me your tit. What'd you say? Nothing. I said
nothing.
You get one for free.
We work for tips.
Oh, they're the worst.
Dominican Republic, same way. Resorts are gorgeous. The rest of the country, unbelievable.
I wouldn't go to Dominican Republic
poverty.
for a vacation.
They get you on the bus and they drive like 90 miles an hour trying to blow by the
it's like
poverty.
the gauntlet.
It's like chickens. It's like chickens and shit running across the street.
That is bad when you have to leave the compound.
People with like polio, and then they just get you fucking right into this beautiful resort.
Like early 1900 diseases.
Oh yeah. It's like a plague.
They're throwing dead babies at the bus.
Dude, you nailed it. You nailed it, because when I was just in the Bahamas, you fly in. And the ride from the airport to the really nice resort I went to, Atlantis, is just a horror ride. And you finally get into the compound, and you're like,
well, you see it on the horizon, and you're like, oh, there it is. I hope we make it.
You should get tipped off that you have to stay in a compound.
Yeah.
I mean, even in Jamaica, you can't leave the compound.
No.
Well, but we talked about
killed.
this on the air, too. Like, when I was in the Bahamas, you get these dumb drunk girls because they had their coconut drinks, decide to take that walk down the beach.
Yeah.
And you don't even know the girls. You're like, oh, for the love of God, will you turn around? What are you doing?
Yeah, now you're not on the hotel property anymore.
And you hear them like, let's go find some pot.
Well,
all giggly girls, and you're like, oh, my God.
The chick in Aruba went with 3 guys, got in the car, they went to some lighthouse.
Yeah.
She's making out with one of the guys in the back seat. If you're 3 guys and one guy is now in the back seat making out with the chick, you know the other 2 want their turn. They're not there to just drive. They're not there to drive and hang out.
Seen Saturday Night Fever?
Right.
All you have to
could be a good girl or you could be a cunt.
If you're a girl from America,
Double J. Remember when Double J got her in the back? You happy now?
Can you dig it? I knew that you could.
I knew that you could. No, come down from there. You're going to hurt yourself. You didn't call me, Tony. You didn't call me. No, come down. We'll talk about it.
I love that movie.
With
my
his
hair.
stupid shoes.
My hair.
Watch the hair.
Where
were you
spend
guys?
hours on my
I
hair.
was looking for you.
I was looking for I was looking for you. There it is.
You're a filthy whore.
Annette, cigarette. And they just pound her in the back seat. And she decides, like, halfway through Double J, she didn't want any anymore.
Tony, we can make it. We can make it, Tony. Tony, I was thinking.
What's the matter?
You like it? Now I do it, you cry?
What? Come on, stop crying. Fucking Brooklyn.
Hey,
That's
Father,
what they're like.
Father, can I talk to you, Father?
Father, she loves to taste the communion wafers, Father. I was thinking maybe, you could get her, an abortion. The Pope could get her an abortion. What a fucking waste of life that guy was. With his big shoes, his platform shoes. He wanted to be cool like the guys. Where were you? I was looking for you guys.
Are you a good girl or you a cunt?
It's about dancing down at the disco.
2001 play.
2001, the disco. The disco. Yeah, that was some... The last guy I was with sent me flowers. Maybe he thought you was dead. One of the most embarrassing moments ever in my life was going to see that movie in the movie theater. First, just standing on the line, because you stand on line to go into the movie theater, and everyone from the high school I go to was driving by. Disco sucks! Disco sucks! Yeah, so I'm standing on line trying to hide. Like some of my friends don't see me. You go in, and it was me, my mother, and my grandmother. And I was sitting right between my mother and my grandmother watching Saturday Night Fever. And here comes the effing scene in the back of the car. And I was all hot and sweating and, uncomfortable. Had my hand on Grandma's leg.
Some sort of weird way.
Yeah, you had your penis through the bottom of the popcorn.
Grandma's powder was caking on my middle finger. Oh, it was so embarrassing. Like they're cursing and, I was so embarrassed to be there.
Why can't I have popcorn? What's that in the box? Where?
Hey, Grandma, I cut the bottom out of the popcorn box.
What is that? Do
like
they
it.
give hot dogs with the popcorn now?
This guy went to, just to move backwards a little bit, to a Dominican whorehouse. Are you insane? What's your name, bro?
Frank.
All right, what happened to you?
Well, I went on a trip there, and we were at this place, and the waiters, we were thinking we'll go to a strip bar, and the waiter's like, I'll take you to a private club. So he goes, we're all getting off in a little bit. So we all pile into this van, and they take us through like this, like you guys
Third
were
world
saying.
country.
Yeah.
Why would you do windows were taped up.
You know what? They have these drinks there. You drink it. After a while, you'll go anywhere and do anything. So basically,
one jumps on your hood and rips off your windshield wiper.
It was crazy,
Like Lion Country Safari.
Chicken foot in his...
Chicken foot. Yeah, voodoo.
Yeah. They give you chicken meat just to throw at them.
Holding up a tire with a pin, poking it, you get a flat, you're fucked. That's a voodoo joke, nothing.
I had to figure it out.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
he's still telling the story.
I know, the guy's still trying to tell a story. Dude,
we're the worst listeners ever.
I'm getting raped with a bushel of bananas, and is anybody listening?
The guy's still trying. Dude, shut the fuck up. Know when to shut up and just enjoy, and then we get back to you.
We'll
That's
get back
how
to
the
you.
show works. Relax.
He's wordy as I am.
Holy crap. All right, now it's...
So anyways, Torgasm, we're on this activity.
He ended his story with it's crazy.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so we go through this part of town, like you guys were saying, chickens, the whole thing, and it's very scary because we're coming from a very luxurious resort. And you go through the gate out, and you go into basically no man's land.
brochure.
And, yeah, it's not in the brochure.
Beautiful sunsets, and we have hammocks. Speed it up. You're worse than me.
You pull up to this private club, and it's like an old house. And you go through it, and there's like a bartender, and all these chicks. And here, now, you guys can believe it or not, the chicks are all smoking hot. I swear to God. Smoking hot, like
were they good looking?
Yes, I swear to God.
Yes. What are you, Saul Rosenberg? Yes, they were.
Yes, they offended me. Listen, so they line them up for you, just like you think, and you pick them, and it's like 25.
Anyway.
Wow. Click.
Wow, I know what I sound
Click.
like.
That's exactly what he does to you.
Oh, my God.
Click.
Well, I'd hang up. I'm going to hang up on myself.
That was
I'm going to.
You got right to the part that maybe would have been interesting.
Right. And then hung up on him.
Hot.
And
they line them up.
Well, this
click,
guy,
click.
Well, this guy went to a whorehouse in Mexico. Let's see if this guy has better luck. Michael, go ahead.
All right. So this is the thing.
I love the terracotta tile they had on the floor.
Right.
And the terracotta.
I just turned the radio down. I wish I heard it. Finish that guy. So anyway, I go to a whorehouse down in Mexico.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I went to Brazil.
There you go.
There we go. I went to Brazil. They have these places you go in. There's a ton of chicks. You tap them on the shoulder. You go upstairs and you can fuck them in the ass for 30 pesos or whatever the fuck their shitty money is.
Cheap.
And then you go back
Worthless
downstairs.
cash.
You have dark meat chicken. There's no white meat. It's just dark meat with grizzle for like $1. It's actually good.
But where does the white meat go?
I don't know.
You figure it's a chicken.
To us here in America.
We're not buying Brazilian chicken. The local chicken, the white meat has to stay in the area.
It goes to the white people.
It's not just a winged leg thing walking around.
I want to tell you, the white meat goes to America. The dark meat goes to our horse. Our horse.
Our horse.
Our horse.
They export the good shit to us. Who are you kidding?
I'm telling you, dude. This is what happened. And I was with my girl in Aruba. She goes, this guy told me about this island. They have a party. And I'm like, you're Adi, you don't talk to these motherfuckers. We're not going to a fucking party on a boat with a bunch. Put your arm next to that guy's arm. Do you see the difference?
Dude.
There we go. We're not going.
You're talking our language. Aunt and I experienced the booze cruise.
Yeah, you told me about that.
And we're like, your chicks, it doesn't matter to Aunt and I anymore, but our chicks are like drunk on like really dark sculptured bodies. And there's nothing, me and Aunt just looking all flabby and
you
white.
Get down there,
and
you're the whitest guys ever. And
your arms are tan, you get the farmer tan.
Oh, completely. And then there's the guys that work down there at Club Med. One guy is like the trapeze teacher guy. He's from France, and he's like, yes, I do the trapeze. It's wonderful. Come up, I will teach you.
When you 17 abdomen muscles.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's doing like 3 triple flips, and then you go up there to try to like do something.
And look cool in front of your chick.
You're hanging all bad, and he goes, okay, now put one leg over, and he's doing triple flips. I'm hanging upside down with my shorts like up, and my sack is now hanging out of the side.
Every time he lands, he goes, voila.
Yeah, he doesn't need, take the safety net off for when I go. I don't need the safety net.
He's literally showing you what he's great at.
It's
like you coming in. Host a radio show.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Here's the deal. Yeah. The average guy in America, we get to go away maybe once a year. These guys are down there working on their tans every day, working on their 8-pack and sculpturing their bodies. And you
constantly.
You come down with your chick thinking you're pretty secure with your relationship, and you're just showing up every corner you turn at these resorts.
You go snorkeling, and the guy that's doing it is like an ex-Navy SEAL. He's got like the right equipment. Right. You're there with your face all twisted in the mask. You got the snorkel in, and your lips are all big. You're trying to walk at the flippers on. You just look retarded, and there's your chick looking at... yeah, exactly.
For some reason, he has to keep adjusting her scuba gear.
Yeah. Here's what you need. Let me help you with that.
Tits flops out.
Mauling your chick.
Yeah,
right.
She actually puts the scuba mouthpiece in her pussy. Oh, I saw it. I don't know.
When we went to Turkey...
This is how we do it.
This is, you put it to good luck.
In my country.
This is for good luck. In Aruba, you kiss it with this thing, and then you go in, no shark will bite
And
you.
somehow your girl doesn't realize that these guys are just all pussy hounds.
Oh,
it's like,
of course.
why is he here?
That's why they're doing that. Oh, and they go, they're just being nice. And the story I want to tell.
they never want to listen to the truth.
When we went to Club Med, I would stay up to 4:30, 5 in the morning because I had to outlast my girl. Because I was ready to go to bed at like 1. It's you're up real early when you're doing this stuff and you're doing all sorts of activities and you're booze cruising.
You're like the leopard that fell asleep next to the carcass.
Yeah. But I'm like,
all of a sudden the hyena comes in, drags it away while you're snoozing.
I was convinced if I fell asleep early and went to the room, that forget it. All hell was going to break
loose. Once your girl gets her hair braided, that's it.
Right.
Yeah. Blowing somebody on the island.
Braids, pretty lady. Braids, pretty lady. Do you like a necklace, a coconut?
But we did the booze cruise where the whole way out they're giving this mantra: what happens at the booze cruise stays at the booze cruise. And you're just watching girls getting dry humped and making out with
the worst feeling
with the locals.
The actual visual that you get.
Yeah.
When you picture like your girl with a tri-colored uncircumcised cock in her hand, just like a 4 shades of dark cock, and just going, what? I thought we were having fun. Her naive, and her just not even realize her naive.
We just went down for some fun.
They're not even naive. They want to do it, Bob.
This is local.
Yeah. And
they're
giving them permission. They just say what goes on.
You're supposed to put the whipped cream on the cock, and this is how you drink it.
It's one of their activities.
Yeah. What am I going to do? Go against the culture?
You lick the whipped cream off the cock. Yeah. Then you drink the sangria. Yeah. You spin around 3 times, and you get fucked in the ass.
Yeah. And then it comes on your neck, and you rub that in, and that's good luck for the rest of the year. Well, you want to not have good luck?
I did it for us.
I did it for we're married, and now our children are blessed because I took good luck. I took a native load on my chin. That's good luck. Do you see how it's a yellow consistency?
Oh, that's perfect. We need to renew it until I'm 29.
He told me, he goes, if my load comes out yellow, it's good luck. If it comes out clear, then you have to do it again.
It's just the worst. You drive up to the resort, and all the guys are just lined up. They're supposed to be the welcome, committee, and they're already giving mostly your girls drinks right away.
Pussy triage is what they're doing. They get on like MASH when the copters and the ambulance came in.
They're all excited.
This guy's
Here comes the new pussy. Let's check it out.
Move on to him. He needs immediate attention. This guy's injured. It's the same thing. Hot pussy, fat chick, let her go.
Yeah, that one has a boyfriend, but he hasn't done a freaking, crunch in years.
Yeah, they're just scoping it all out. 2 weeks they're going to have.
That's why I'm so glad I don't drink.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so glad I don't drink. And I don't... She wants to go clubbing. We went to the Carlos Charlie's, the place where she wanted to go.
Everyone goes there when they go to Aruba.
I didn't. You know why I didn't? Because I'm not going to hang out with these fucking motherfuckers at 2 o'clock in the morning. And why? I'll just go to Harlem. You're out of your mind.
You said a brain cramp.
You know what I did? I went and got dessert. I got a deck of cards. We went to a little cafe and we played fucking gin.
You're a madman.
You want me? You're playing gin. You're not fucking sucking uncircumcised cock in the bathroom by accident. It's not happening.
Because it's built on trust, people.
Right.
You're going to be there with her, Bob.
I know, but God forbid, what if...
All right, let's go to this.
You just don't even want to be in the atmosphere of looking at them gawking.
I got my camera stolen in Aruba.
Don't tell me.
What?
Everything was missing except your camera and your toothbrush. And you got home from your trip, right? You bought all new stuff. Thank God you didn't have to buy a new toothbrush. And then you got the film developed. And when you got the film back, it was the robbers had taken some pictures of them with your toothbrush up their ass. No?
Anyone?
No.
Anyone? You fell asleep, woke up, you were in the bathtub of ice, and a note that said, get to the hospital, one of your kidneys is missing. No?
Why would you need a note to know that your kidney's missing? I hate that one.
And if you're the robber, wouldn't you just rub your dick on it? Why would you sodomize yourself?
Stick it up your ass. I don't know. That's the way the story goes. When you hear the guy that it actually happened to his cousin. And
on Tourgasm, Dane actually, I won a trophy when we were racing.
There were trophies for your activities?
I won a trophy, and he stuck it in his asshole. And when I came on the bus, I grabbed it, and I was kissing it.
How big a trophy? What?
I was just kidding.
All right, listen, let's go to...
How big a trophy was it?
Let's go to this guy on Long Island. Let's go to this guy. Go ahead, guy.
Well, one year I was up in the Catskills, even locally in America. I was up in the Catskills, and one of the guys who works at the resort, he's showering in a semi-outside shower. and he's all foamed and lathered up, and he goes to my girlfriend, would you like to help me wash? And my girlfriend, of course, like disappeared into the shower.
Yeah, man, that's what happens.
For the rest of the week, it was.
What?
It was just like
She
went in, and you were still with her.
Yeah, we were walking down the path, and he stuck his head like outside of the shower. It was like
I want to fuck. What did you grab her by the hair and choke her out? What do you mean you should have?
If you're still with her,
I would have grabbed her by the hair, choked her out, and then sucked that guy's cock.
Just to show her.
Just to teach her a lesson.
But I'm telling you, that's how easy it happens. You think you have a great relationship, and it takes some dude lathering up in an outdoor shower.
I'll tell you something. When the girls get drunk, it's a whole nother story, too. When girls get drunk, we were down at Mardi Gras, and there was a whole, gang, and that's what they were, a gang of these black guys that were just harassing white people that were walking back and forth. We were watching from the balcony.
There were black guys?
Yeah.
There were a gang of them?
A gang, and they were harassing white people walking by. They would leave the black people alone. But the white people would walk by, couples, they would start harassing them, actually smacking the hats off of the white guys' heads. So this one guy and his chick are walking, and we're just watching it happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. You see him coming down the sidewalk, and you go, oh, these two are fucked. Oh, they are screwed.
A loving couple at Mardi Gras.
You can't yell because it's so loud, you can't get your point across to these people. And we saw the chick is so drunk, so they smack the hat off the guy's head. The guy turns around like, what the fuck are you doing? Lets go of his chick. His chick is so drunk, she staggers. One of the guys grabs her by the waist, pulls her kind of against the wall, and starts making out with her. She puts her arms around the guy and starts kissing him because she's so fucked up. She has no idea where she is, who she's with, what she's doing. She's making out with the guy.
If you turned around and saw your girl making out with
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What do you do?
You know what you do? You grab her by the hair and then you
I could have you shot for this.
You suck that guy's cock off.
Why do you keep going back to sucking the guy's cock?
And then he's got to say, I'm kidding.
The one time we gave it to you the first time. Like, all right, well, we all laughed uncomfortably, but you keep going back to that.
I'm on
man.
Vicodin. I'm just
something's
happening.
We all search for a punchline.
Right.
Yeah. You just got to throw some, suck a cock.
Right.
Second time, now it's kind of a fetish.
Right.
It's kind of a fetish, Bob.
What are you going to do, Bill? I have a fucking fetish.
All right, let's go to Glenn on Long Island. Glenn.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Pretty good. What's up?
I was vacationing in Newark.
I went to Jamaica, and I had a great friggin' time, man.
Trying to call back to the Catskills.
Yeah.
I paid this guy $30 to take me up and see the plantation where they grow the weed. It was great. We had a bonfire up there. We was snorting friggin' weed right off of the, right out of the fire. Just throwing the buds on.
That's what you want to do. Go to a Jamaican pot plantation where you'd probably end up as fertilizer.
You're not supposed to leave the hotel in Jamaica.
Shit on the ride up, man. I tell you, we were driving through, and all of a sudden we hit paved road. He's like, "Yeah, man, this is where we land the planes." We hit a little further up. There were 2 telephone poles. This is where the police put the poles to chop the wings off the plane.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it sounds like he's still.
No, he means, are you still there?
Are you still in Jamaica?
Are you calling from Jamaica?
You know what's funny is when you talk to those guys and you're on the resort, they just seem funny. Oh, look at his little accent. And then the second you get off the resort and you're in the car, and you're surrounded by all of him, you're like, oh my God, I don't even know this.
Dude,
it's threatening.
This guy could kill me.
When we were in Brazil, the hotel was surrounded by the favelas, those projects on the hill that you see on the TV, and a lot of the people work there, and they're like, hey, they get you a towel, the nicest, and you're like, that's the favelas, real dangerous. Oh no, it's okay, this one's okay. And then as soon as you see them like down at the cafe and stuff at night, or the disco. They totally change. You can see their eyes just kind of roll back.
Yeah.
Just like, hey man, what's up? And they're just looking at you like this guy.
Look, motherfucker, I don't have to get your towel
anymore.
I'm not waiting
on you now.
I'm off work.
Oh.
Bill, he had the best comment though. Driving really fast from the airport, as fast as you can to get to the resort. So true.
It's like guerrilla warfare going on in the city.
Hey, we were supposed to play some clips from the Sexiest State. We should do that because we're trying to get this bit going again. How's this bit go, basically? We get couples to call in and have sex on
the phone. And if it sounds real and hot, we don't like fakers. They will represent their state and be, if they're good enough, They will be proclaimed the sexiest state in America.
Yeah, for example, this is Allie from California. She was trying out to become the...
Was she alone?
We don't really care about the guy's name.
Oh, okay.
It's a guy show, more or less. Sorry, ladies. It's Allie and some dude that was railing her.
Yeah, bitch. Fuck it.
Sketchy.
Yeah.
I thought they were done, no?
Oh, fuck you. Yeah, you like that? Here you go. Stop me. Oh, shit.
Did you just say ouch?
Yeah.
I broke my leg.
I
broke my knee, man.
You know what a boob is?
My knee, man.
What? There you go. A little taste of Allie's performance. Not bad, right?
I'd like to knock her off and suck the guy's cock. Right?
Right, Bob?
Come on, Bob. Me and you.
Me and you. Two men being...
Two guys paying each other up. Yeah, be a man, suck that guy.
Yeah, if you do it with another guy, it's not gay.
Hey!
It's a project.
It's an experiment.
It's a Torgasm project.
Right, Flux capacitor.
We got another example of sexiest state. This is Stephanie in PA, Pennsylvania. I remember this one was really, really hot.
Oh, right there. Right there. Right there. Oh. 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 Oh.
Yeah. You're the pounding.
Smack her in the head with that phone. Looks like she came close and now she's starting over again.
Yeah.
Guy's legs are fucking quivering.
Yes, Anthony, they can't hear us right now.
Yes. Oh.
She's quivering. You hear her voice?
Yeah.
She gets a quiver in it.
They're getting close now. Back to the action.
Yeah. Give me. Oh.
Put it in her ass. That's the problem is.
And there you have it, Stephanie from Pennsylvania. That was very good.
Yeah. Nothing. I understand what it is on TV now. Thank you.
Wait, what happened?
I guess
Same
they're
thing
showing,
I thought?
Yeah, it just said unpiloted plane over Nebraska, but it's the old Payne Stewart.
Oh, okay.
Flight. Which is really creepy if you think about that. Just a plane load of corpses flying in the air.
That is a creepy story.
Frozen corpse
What's
flight.
the deal when it lost cabin pressure?
Yeah.
Do you die instantly or
pass
you just
out? You pass
out. You slowly but surely.
It wasn't one of those catastrophic losses of pressure where, boom, and the pilot knows and put the oxygen on and land the plane. It was a slow leak. So they slowly lost pressure and just kind of went to sleep. They're like, well.
And then the plane just continued flying by itself for a long time before it crashed.
Yeah.
Oh, my
so it was just up in the air with the dead people in it just flying.
It was on autopilot, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And they just kept flying till it ran out of gas.
Yeah, most of
till it ran out of gas
supposed
and crashed.
to make a left and go over to Dallas.
Make a left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they kept going straight.
Hang a left.
Make a left at Tallahassee.
All right, back to Sexiest State. This one says Tom. Ugh.
The guy called in with a chick. Didn't say the name.
Oh, all right.
Out of respect.
This is Tom's performance. Hopefully we get to hear the chick.
I like the last one.
Respect for the broad.
Yeah, I'll bang her on the phone, but you ain't going to know her name.
You don't know a name? Come on.
The fat stomach slapping
She could be the one.
Are you a good girl? You a cunt?
All right, here we go.
You're happy, now you're a cunt. Hold my hand.
Come on, dude. One. Just one.
I don't like the fact that she's making the yummy noise like young Frankenstein. You went. Come
on, make her gag once. Yeah, push that thing right in there.
He's got his hand over her mouth.
Must be.
Pour hot coffee on her chest.
Shout that cat.
Welcome to Aruba.
That was kind of boring, actually.
No, that was good. You know something, though? You listen close. It's not just her. It was her sucking cock.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's not boring. You listen, you hear some, like,
Yeah, you want a little slop.
That's why she was doing that.
You want a little oatmeal action, though. You want a little
Oatmeal.
a little slopping around and
smacking.
spit on the top of it like a
smacking noises. I hate that in the pornos, man.
You don't like when they?
I don't like that when they.
I love that.
They
there's got to be
spit on it.
String of saliva.
Yeah.
She's like 12 feet away from the cock.
I love
and
that.
Still that
Can't you just let the saliva fall out of your mouth or something? Or
you gotta spit on it.
No,
like
spitting is like.
It's like a fight. Like you're going into battle. You gotta slap it with a little white glove. I battled you to a duel.
Look at the evil look that just came on your face. That's hilarious.
I spit on your penis.
I spit on your cock. It is no good American cock. Circumcised.
That's the evil laugh.
You should have snuffleupagus trunk like our French people. I want a lint in your cock.
All right, one more example of Sexiest State. This is Ariel from California.
Okay. I'm ready.
Is this all the same woman?
Yeah, might as well be.
Who is this?
I like the inhale.
Stick it in.
Where?
I like if she moans and she inhales too.
Yeah, that's good. Like a harmonica.
Yeah.
A harmonica. Like when they sound like a dog after they're hit by a car.
They're definitely rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
This guy's a
Maybe
champ.
that's the cut.
Lucky girl.
Little Jimmy lines popping in.
And there you go. Ariel.
I had a chick I fucked a French broad. Remember when we used to live together? That
French
little
broad.
apartment?
I tried to block that out, yeah.
You guys are all roommates.
Yeah,
When
we
you
lived
couldn't
together
just
for 3
click
years.
the stories off, huh?
Billy had a show.
It's funny because you both are sitting here. It's almost like you don't even acknowledge each other on that level.
We
But
lived
you
together
actually
for
live together?
3 years. 3 years.
He was an absolute pig.
He was an absolute fucking anal. He was it was like a museum.
He doesn't know what anal retentive is.
I was going to say, Odd Couple.
It was like a museum.
Dude, he would
museum.
clean out his
Really?
fucking ears and leave the Q-tips with the earwax on the fucking the sink.
No
Dude,
way.
And when I would be like, dude, what the fuck?
All right, that's
he would
above
just-
and beyond.
Dude, fucking anal retentive.
Dude,
What the fuck, dude?
when you clean your your ears and you get a yellow and a little bit of brown,
Where it looks like
you don't
peanut
wanna
butter?
Throw, yeah,
you
want to throw.
You want to show others.
You want to show.
Oh,
look what I got.
God.
I'm with you.
Look what I got.
I can't even look at it. It has to be wrapped in a tissue and thrown in the like a tampon.
You got to save it. You look at I got it. That little itch, that thing in the back that you've been trying to. You
no
got it.
bodily fluids or pastes or whatever else comes out of a body should be left out anywhere. Not even in the like
but
garbage.
Don't forget, it was me and him lived together. But then there was the Akin. He was a South African Nigerian roommate. He was the guy who owned the apartment.
Oh, really?
So it
you
was
had
me
all
and
the
him
three.
split. Like I slept on the couch when he was
It
around.
was a walk-through bedroom. I had it. I booked a short-lived fucking
13
show
episodes.
out in L.A. So I was kind of bi-coastal. So he came in, and I think I was going to stay in. Whenever I came back to fucking town, it would be 3 of us living in this railroad apartment. The Nigerian
There's just like a
dude,
strip, yeah.
Yeah, the Nigerian dude, he had the big bedroom, and we had like half a bedroom.
Oh, he had
and anytime you were fucking somebody, he would always end up come walking through.
I put the curtain up. I wound up putting this curtain and there'd be like that little fucking hole. You'd hear his fucking dunk, his loud, shoeless foot walking through this creaky apartment, and then he'd stop, and you'd see him peeking through while you're with some chick. And what are you going to... it was just like Aruba.
All right.
Bob, what was his accent? It was like English, Nigeria. African, so you really...
and he made the dark chicken meat, too. Remember that time he came back to me? He gave me a fucking cow's face?
He gave me this thing. Cow's face.
I was smart. I'm like, dude, no, I don't want to eat it. Bobby, dude,
I'll try it. I get this thing. I go, dude, this mushroom is unbelievable. It had to be 5 feet by 5 feet, this mushroom. He goes, that's not mushroom. It's snail. It was a snail the size of your fist. And I thought it was a mushroom, like a shiitake mushroom.
How do you eat something you don't even know what the fuck it is?
It gets worse. He brought it from some cookout up in the Bronx.
I go, what kind of meat is this?
And he
goes,
brought
cow.
it down.
He said cow. I go, where'd you get the cow? He goes, we in the Bronx. They bought a cow somewhere in the Bronx.
You ate this?
Oh. I didn't know. I was trying to be cultured. I didn't want to offend them.
Cow in the Bronx.
I am so gun-shy of food. I have to know exactly what it is, where it came from.
I thought it was a mushroom. I didn't know it was a snail
How
from
could you
Africa.
think something else?
It was a giant Muzuku tribe mushroom.
Yeah, but he didn't name it's not a rump roast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a
yeah.
What is it? Cow.
Cow.
What part?
They don't care what part it is.
Forehead.
It's like anything. Forehead. It's like real thin. I guess that's where they get the roast beef from.
This is
the forehead.
The other
one
side
slice at a time. What meat would be? That's great. Cow. Because they don't care what part it is. We're all picky over here in America. I want the shank. I need a filet mignon cut from... cow.
We
don't
never
care.
knew what he was talking about. All we knew was he was into hockey. He coming. She's coming in the Rangers. He'd
start laughing and we'd laugh. We'd go, we'd be like, dude, that's fucking.
And he walks up. No clue.
No idea what he was saying.
Stared at each other.
All right, listen. Let's take a break. When we get back, we should do some news finally.
All right.
A lot happened since Friday.
I got to send one of the interns out. One of the new interns.
You want to do that before break?
It's a mission.
All right, let's do that before break. We got to talk about the Puerto Rican Day Parade after the break. We got some audio from that. Also, Anthony, just a tease. We'll get into all the local news and the national news after this break. But here's a tease coming up after the break. Breast is still best, even if it's dad's. The story of the day. All right, but first.
Yeah.
One of our young go-getters in the studio.
Young go-getter.
His name is Sam.
This is young Sam. Yeah, all 115 pounds of him.
Jesus Christ, he really is a little thin boy.
Yeah.
What is he? How old a lad are you, Sam?
I'm 21, sir.
You're 21?
Yeah.
And you go to college?
Yeah, I go to Syracuse.
You go to Syracuse?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're interning for the Opie and Anthony show?
Yes, I am.
You should drop some matches, see if we can count them real quick. Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
I got nothing.
Sounds like Rain Man. It was a Rain Man.
Oh, okay.
What do you go? Sam?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go to Syracuse. Yeah. Yeah, my name's Sam. Yeah.
Looking forward to a radio career, I gather?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
very good. Yes. All right, and this is where it starts. This is like the road to radio starts with an internship at a radio show.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. And do you know what type of radio-related stuff you'll be doing around here?
Around the Opie and Anthony show?
Well, involved with this program.
I know the duties include going to stores to get video games.
Exactly. Uh-huh. That will be the first mission to teach you about radio. Getting Anthony a video game. Isn't that ridiculous?
I'm looking forward to it.
What could you possibly learn about radio by going to CompUSA to get a video game?
He's got his mind right, though.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Yes,
Looking
sir.
forward to it, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Whatever the mission is, sir. Okay, what I need is a copy of Star Wars Galaxies.
Yeah.
And it's the total experience package, which means it has all the add-ons in it.
But you're giving him
Jump
this.
to light speed. See that?
Yeah, but they shouldn't give him this. You should
no,
take
that's
this
okay.
away.
Even if you go out on a recon mission, you at least know what your target kind of looks like.
Map?
That's his map.
You got to go 5 clicks.
5 clicks up 57.
Talk to the Puerto Ricans.
Now, you know where CompUSA is?
No, sir.
Oh.
I hope somebody would
Nathaniel
tell me.
knows. It's right up 57th.
He's
You
calling
head
you,
west
sir.
on 57th, and you'll find it. Nathaniel will tell you. He'll brief you.
Great.
Corporal Nathaniel will brief you. Corporal, he's like, Corporal, I'm higher than that. No, you're not.
Nathaniel doesn't call you sir.
I know. They lost respect. After a while, Sam will be calling me dickhead.
They all start like Sam.
I know. With sir and yes, sir, and then it's like, asshole.
Thin and cute.
Within a week.
Oh, God.
A full set of hair.
Within a week, they don't even listen to us anymore. Shut up.
Yeah. I
You
know.
overpaid asses.
The first 2 days, they're all sir,
Right,
and then it
sir.
just falls apart. And we're just shit again. All right, yeah, it's that one.
Why is he staring at me? Keep stealing.
You're looking at me. I'm looking back at you.
I'm just waiting for you to. Jesus Christ!
Now, if they don't have that, there's a problem, because one of the salespeople there will probably be able to say, well, we do have the game and the add-on separately, but no, I need that package because you don't get the special speeder unless you have that package.
Wow.
That's what I need.
What the
So
fuck?
I can't buy them individually.
No.
I need it in the total experience package.
What's a special speeder?
It's the speeder to go
God.
cruising
You had to
around so
ask.
I could go on my missions.
You had to ask.
in luxury and speed.
He's a geek and likes his video games.
Luxury and
guy.
speed. Luxury and speed.
Here's a
You
couple.
know how long
bucks,
it takes to walk across Tatooine? Take you forever.
True.
I just realized he actually has 2 shirts on.
Yeah, get yourself
He
a
does.
protein shake on the way over there.
Yeah,
eat a couple
look
muffins
for yourself.
No.
Okay, here you go, sir. Good luck on your mission.
Are you giving him $100?
Yeah.
Jesus.
How much is the game?
What the hell is this, the 40s, Opie? Is that 100? Whoa, geez, $100.
Let me see. I've never seen 100.
Yeah, I know, but something tells me Opie hasn't seen a couple of those in quite a while.
Here you go, Sam.
There you go.
What are you buying land?
Thank you.
What the hell?
Yeah.
The Louisiana Purchase.
Louisiana Purchase. There you go. I trust you will be successful in your mission.
Absolutely.
I don't know what you'll do if CompUSA doesn't have it. You need a fallback plan or something? Maybe Nathaniel can help you out on that.
I hope so.
I hope so, too. Good luck and
Off with
Godspeed,
you, Sam.
Thank
Have
you.
fun. All right, Anthony, as we go to break, Family Guy, the 8 song, we're getting requests for it. We played it earlier, but we'll play it again as we go to break.
All right.
In studio, Bill Burr and Bob Kelly filling in and doing a great job for Jim Norton. Norton, of course, doing the Tonight Show tonight.
Tonight, yeah, he's doing the Tonight Show.
And we'll have his performance on the show tomorrow, I do believe.
Of course we will.
But first, listen to this.
You have AIDS. Yes, you have AIDS. I hate to tell you, boy, that you have AIDS. You got the AIDS. You may have caught it when you stuck that filthy needle in here.
Or maybe all that unprotected sex put you here.
It isn't clear, but what we're certain of is you have AIDS.
Yes, you have AIDS.
Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS.
Be sure that you see that this is not HIV. But full-blown AIDS. Not HIV, but really full-blown AIDS.
I'm sorry, I wish it was something less serious.
But it's AIDS. You've got the AIDS.
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the Owen virus.
Live on the Today Show, there's some genetic disaster.
Oh, poor
Lucky
kid. Are changing the lives of some pretty special kids.
Special.
It's a place where we celebrate ability, not disability.
Come just for the fun. Alicia Danoon is in remission now. She had a brain tumor when she was 3.
All right, you know what? I'm turning off the audio.
Oh, God. I don't even want to be tempted.
Why? She's in remission. That's good. I don't even want to be tempted. The cute girl petting a dolphin down there in Florida.
Got a brain tumor.
God bless her. Let her be.
Look at that little swimsuit on her.
Thanks, Mom, for that nice genetic handoff. A brain tumor at 3.
Yeah, here you go.
Can't be hurtful. Yeah, must have been my smoking, Mom. Where did a 3-year-old get a brain tumor from? From Mom doing dope.
Nice smile. Here's a softball in your brainstem, kid. Get headaches until you're 40. She's not sure if she's petting a dolphin or a goat.
Take her to a petting zoo, for God's sake.
Mommy, why is the goat in water?
It's all right,
It's a
Puddinhead.
dolphin. Puddinhead. Oh, is that horrible, Puddinhead?
It would be funny if you get a little shirt for the kids. I went to the dolphin farm and all I got was this lousy gene pool.
I left him at the dolphin. Okay, dear. Be back later. Pick up later. Why do dolphins get pegged with these jobs these days?
You think the dolphin's sitting there like, oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Well, I can't be that hot stripper blonde that's on vacation with the other ladies from Hooters.
I used to strap mines to my head and I put them to enemy boats.
Right.
Now I gotta play with this special child who's drooling on me. Oh, I remember this. Isn't this the theme to Flipper?
They call him Flipper,
Flipper, swimming with retards.
You see, he's smarter than me.
Smarter than it? Not the kids he's swimming with.
Balancing their heads on his nose because he thinks it's a big dumb ball.
Everyone loves the king of the sea.
Oh, Jesus. Nice music. Tricks. Tries to jump over his big head, but it's too big.
Crashes into the ear and falls back. Sneaks under and bites the kid's foot for making him look bad.
Dolphin almost dies because the kid's big tongue gets stuck in his blowhole. I can't breathe, kid. Dolphin! Puppy! Kitten! Yeah, right. Okay.
That's why the dolphin's jumping out of the water. He's just saying, get me away from this retard.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
All right, in studio today, Bill Burr, Bob Kelly. It's the Opie and Anthony program. The ONA virus spreading across America. Thanks for doing your job and helping us get the word out that we're back doing radio again. It's growing every day. It's pretty damn cool. Puerto Rican Day Parade yesterday here in New York City.
Always a lot of controversy.
175 arrested.
Really?
175. One cop was stabbed.
Jesus. Stabbing cops?
I guess I was talking to Ben before the show. You know, the parade goes up, what, 5th Avenue or something?
That's hilarious that it goes up. Don't they usually go down? It's like, yeah, get back up where you belong.
It's like, yeah, you can start the day down here, but by the end of the day, we want you all right back where you
keep marching.
All those Toyotas and Hondas back up. Up.
I was watching her on TV. I'm like, why is the park on the right-hand side? It took me a second to go, are they marching up now?
They're marching right back up to their
natural habitat.
And I usually don't think that way, but I was in the park yesterday afternoon, and I was just like, when are these people going home? I had that feeling, I swear to you. And I'm not like that, but it was just so overwhelming.
The Puerto Rican Day Parade always brings controversy. This year it was the whole, should the stores board up the fronts of their stores? They've been doing this every year for the Puerto Rican Day Parade because vandalism, people taking pisses in the doorways.
Puerto Ricans, more than 10.
So that's the only thing we were saying. They travel in crews of like 48,
and they all wear the same. And they wear these colors.
That's
it's
right.
Just creepy.
The Puerto Rican Day flag.
Yeah, no, but there's some guys all in yellow. There's some guys all in purple.
Yeah, they're called gangs.
Dude, as soon as you see a group with the same uniform on, it doesn't matter what it is, there's trouble. Even if it's a bunch of girls in softball uniforms, you know there's trouble to be had.
There's going to be trouble.
Somebody's getting raped.
You just got to stay away from people that are all wearing the same shit. It doesn't matter if it's girls or the Latin Kings.
This year, Mike Bloomberg said, well, why don't we stop boarding up the stores? Said it's not fair to the rapes.
They don't do it when the Irish
Obviously his building isn't on Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, because there would be a different case if his building was right there.
And, of course, we remember the episode, the fondling and the sexual assault, the wilding that happened a few years back.
Is that when they started boarding up the stores after the rapes?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was after the rapes. They decided it was time to start boarding up their stores. Yeah, like they didn't have a reason.
There were so many police out yesterday. It was unbelievable, and they still had 170 people arrested. So, you could just imagine if the police decided to take yesterday off and what would happen in this city.
You know what the problem is? The guys get all drunk. They drink. There are gangs of them. They do travel around in huge gangs.
They are Puerto Rican.
With
we get it, Bob.
With the different colors.
2 jokes today.
Is Rush Limbaugh coming in a second?
That's it.
You got these people.
It's a bunch of Puerto Ricans down here.
He's got 2 punchlines today.
He
wants to
Puerto
suck
Ricans.
some guy's cock, and they're Puerto Ricans.
I want to suck a Puerto Rican's cock.
You know what? If he tied
I'm trying to tell you guys something, and you're not hearing me.
Oh, we're hearing you, dude.
Look at Bud. Well, he trims his goatee there like a Latino.
Yeah,
if he just put one of those flags on his head, you could have been there, Bob. Raping,
rob. But the guys get a little intoxicated. They're in gangs. They're wearing those colors for a reason. They're representing, the gangs. And the women dressing like I believe they call it the hoochie mama outfit. Wearing little halter tops, tits are hanging out.
They were looking fine yesterday.
Little Daisy Dukes with ass cheeks hanging out. And the guys get all worked up about this. They look, and they want to touch. They freak out, and they start what they call their wilding.
I got to grab that ass!
I need to grab tits! I need that ass! You might think for a second, you might act rationally and walk around, but then you see the ass, and you need it.
In defense of Puerto Ricans, who doesn't grab an ass during a parade?
You got
it. Right there. It's
you reach out.
At the very least, the back of the hand, accidental brush.
That's what happens. Anytime I'm watching St. Patty's Day parade, I see a girl wearing the green derby on her head. Oh. I got a little green skirt. I got to reach and grab that ass.
Scottish guy goes by with a kilt.
Yeah, you reach underneath.
Why not?
Honk, honk, give him a little squeeze.
play his bagpipe.
Sure.
But Ben was saying they were boxing in entire buildings on the east side.
Yeah, they were like encasing them in plywood.
Plywood, all the way around the whole damn thing.
To keep the riffraff out.
Well, of course you have to.
You
have to.
They do have a proven record of
it's not like
misconduct at their parade.
It's
Well, we got audio from the
Puerto Rican parade.
If they went up and they were just like, but they're honking the horns, they're
honking the horns. Like a 60-year-old white dude. They're honking
the horns.
Knock it off with the horn.
Hey, you kids!
With their music.
With the music and their clothes.
Oh, and they're eating.
What do they keep?
They have braids. The men have braids. What is that? Archie, come here.
Wearing ponytails in our day.
And now that Sosa's not hitting homers anymore, like he used to, what are they keeping track of on their Toyotas?
Oh, what do you write on the back window with soap nowadays?
He's Dominican.
Yeah? Yeah, they like write stuff in soap on their back windows. I don't know what it is. And then, the cars are wrapped in various flags, bandanas. Tell them, Fred. I invented that. Robin.
Well, we got some audio, Anthony, from the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
All right.
Translator?
I am protecting myself. I am scared of you. Please call the police.
Oh, sorry.
I don't believe that was from
I'm sorry.
I'm scared of you.
I thought this was audio from Puerto Rican Day
I thought you really had audio.
That's from the bodega.
Why don't we have audio? Bodega. Why are there bodegas? Why is there a bodega?
It's not. It's a deli.
In this day and age. What you broad? Prejudice against the bodegas.
I actually do have audio from the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
You do.
It's going to help me out here, Henry. Henry, it's Puerto Ricans. Got to board up my store. We hit a deer, Ma.
The
poor.
Here we go.
I have to represent for Puerto Rico. That's my country. That's where I'm from. I love it. I'll do anything to get here. Anyway, bus, train, wherever.
To get here.
Why are you so stupid?
Why? Come on. What is that? I love Puerto Rico.
Most of these people have never been to Puerto Rico.
No.
But they were walking around with the flags and stuff yesterday.
They're very proud people.
They are very proud.
They're very proud.
They're proud. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Proud of your
I want to see Miguel Cotto. I'm his mama.
But you got to at least they are Puerto Ricans, supposed like on like the Irish, the St. Patrick's Day parade. People are like, I'm fucking 1/8 Irish, and they got a green plastic hat on their head. And it's not like they're not pissing in stores.
The green plastic hat.
And if we had a skin tone that looked good to dance like a whore, dress like a whore, I mean, you know what I mean? You would.
You don't want to see a chick.
Yeah, you don't want to see an Irish ass and fucking
veins pulsing out of her thighs. You see the blood pumping through her body.
You don't want to see that. That's the only reason why.
See her
you
belly
can see
button
vital
cord.
organs right through the skin.
You see her belly button connected to her asshole.
Her complexion like saran wrap.
You want to have fun in this city? To have the Puerto Rican Day Parade and the St. Patrick's Day Parade on the same day.
Oh, there you go.
No, and have them march towards each other.
With knives and
look like the 5 points.
Yeah.
Yes.
A shillelagh and knives. Here you go.
All right, more audio from the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
I feel everybody should just come out here and have fun, because that's what it's about. I mean, all the cultures together, join the Puerto Rican Day Parade, because no matter what, we all got love for everybody.
Love for everybody. See? There's love. Not stabbing.
Interview one of the guys.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, I want to fuck one of these girls right now. I say that to you right now, Mr.
White people
Newsman.
stay in your fucking apartment.
Newsman, I'm going to fucking rob a bodega. I'm going to fuck its cat, and then I'm going to fuck your girlfriend. Okay? Tony, you want to jump? You want to jump?
Let's go to Anthony in the Bronx. Anthony.
Hey, how you doing, fellas?
Hey.
I just want to let you know, I live up in the Bronx here. I'm just a normal little white kid. I just want to let you know, yesterday was the quietest day with all those dirty sticks downtown.
See? There we go.
So you're not ready.
There we go.
You're just not ready to do a radio show yet.
No.
What the fuck you sick speak for, huh?
Jesus.
All right.
Wow.
You can always depend on the callers, can't you? Always depend on them to just...
See? This is exactly what I said. 3/4 through the show. Here we go. Now I'm going to feel like,
And now you leave. You're going to leave going,
what was that? Why do I do that?
Why do I go there?
It's going so well. What happened?
I don't hate Puerto Rico.
I thought this time we'd finally have a normal radio show.
Nope.
This is the time of the show we should bring in a traffic girl, a weather girl,
Yeah.
and tag.
Like
count our blessings that we made it through this much of the show and
go nice.
Play it
like
safe.
He's not what kind of respectable white person still has to live in the Bronx?
All right, here we go.
I don't think that anybody in the Puerto Rican Day Parade should be starting fights. And anyway, everybody's just here to have fun.
All right.
Here to have fun. That's what we hear.
Anthony, here is the mayor of our fine city talking about the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Listen to what he had to say.
By executive order of the mayor of the city of New York, today everybody is a little bit Puerto Rican.
Uh-oh.
I think you say a little scared.
Awesome. Do we all get our knives?
Oh, Jesus.
We get a bandana and a knife.
What kind of proclamation is that for the mayor to make?
We all get to lower our cars to the ground?
We get to take our bananas and fry them.
Put a spoiler on a Toyota Corolla.
Right.
Like it's going to do 250 miles an hour.
Oh, and then you customize like the muffler so it sounds like it
Oh,
has
right.
600 horsepower.
The big fat muffler's got to go on there. You got to tint the windows with paint.
Hang an 8-foot Puerto Rican flag out the window.
The flag? Yeah. Then you need the little...
Held up by your 9-year-old son. Sticking out of the sunroof. Puerto Rico!
Crown air freshener that goes on your dashboard. Looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a crown.
Yeah.
That just spells trouble.
Jesus.
Jesus. I love that. One of my favorite things was the Jesus Christ stencil headlight.
Mm-hmm.
Where I saw the headlight and on the stencil, and there was our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's right there on the headlight.
He has a platinum, like a 6-inch cross around his neck, and he's never been to church. Just raped a chick in the park.
Jesus.
Viva Puerto Rico!
Kisses the cross before he goes raping.
He does the sign of the... No, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Hold this.
I'm going to fuck you. Like Jesus told me I'm going to.
All right, why don't we go from one mayor to another, Anthony?
What the fuck?
We're going to change the direction of the show.
Oh!
Well, the reason we got two Boston guys in studio, it's another bit we like to do, guys. Bill Burr
and the championship
and Bob
Red Sox?
Kelly. No. We got Mayor Menino clips. The mayor of Boston. We found out he's been the mayor since 92, 93, I guess.
Opie, I just wanted to say to you.
And we had no idea. We all knew that he mumbled, but we had no idea that his...
No, he's a speech impediment.
It's worse than that. He just speaks horrendously.
Well, he has a Down syndrome tongue.
huge hunk of
like that
tongue.
retarded guy tongue that just flops out. And it's
Big
like,
and fat.
It
makes this sound.
I want to say congratulations to the Patriots.
We are going to root on our Red Sox.
Johnny Damon
fat.
is my
It
favorite.
just sounds sweaty.
Yeah, just big fat tongue, fat body.
Well, we have examples of him speaking just horribly. You gotta hear some.
Oh, we'll translate.
You'll translate.
Let's try.
Commissioner Evans leaves us with a record of steady progress.
Leaves
Right there, he was inserting his own echo. He wanted to sound more important. Today, I can feel myself.
Progress.
Oh, that's awful.
What is he? He's our mayor?
Well, it's one of the great traditions of Boston, St. Patrick's Day breakfast, and Chucky House did a great job for the first time ever. Everybody said he couldn't do it. Well, he's risen to the occasion again, and he's just done a great job. And the governor and Jen O'Brien, they've all been good morning, great jokes, and great time.
What? He stopped. He went. He stopped in the middle. Rosen to the occasion. He knew he fucked up. Risen.
Rising.
And in the middle of occasion, he went.
Rosen to the choking on his own tongue. You got to get him the Heimlich every so often just to get his own tongue out of his throat.
When I was a boy, my tongue got cut off, and they replaced it with a cow tongue.
Cow. What kind of tongue is that? Cow.
It's a cow tongue, and I have to speak like this. My tongue is too big for my mouth.
Huge.
Here's another example.
The Boston Public Health Commission has also created an emergency preparedness guide called Live, Learn, Prepare.
Prepare. Live, learn, prepare.
He had a live, obviously.
Why would you spell that the same? I look like an idiot. Why is live and live spelled the same way?
Is that amazing?
Can't you put something else in there, like a P or an L? Oh, there is an L. Maybe a Q or an R.
The simplest name for a program.
He didn't say called. He said call.
Call.
Yeah,
Call.
Listen to it.
Live.
Again. This is the mayor of Boston.
Learn.
The Boston Public Health Commission has also created an emergency preparedness guide called Live, Learn, Prepare.
You know what? I like the pause. He thought, like, is that live or live? I'm going live.
Learn. Prepare.
Does anybody say anything?
No.
Nobody said anything.
No one says a word.
The guy who came up with the name for this fucking program didn't go, it's
No.
fucking
It's
live.
the Emperor's New Words.
You
No one
moron.
wants to tell him.
We do this from time to time, and you'll hear people starting to laugh in the background because they're press conferences and stuff, and you know they're laughing at him and not with him.
He's the
And
worst
he just
Boston
continues.
accent, too.
Oh, that's
Prepare.
thrown into it.
Prepare.
Live, learn, prepare.
Where?
Who is this?
Who did it over there?
Bernie,
I broke my knee, man.
He should be doing Bernie and Phil commercials.
Bernie and Phil.
That's old school, but
I had a nightmare, Dr. Phil.
Well, Bernie, maybe if you slept on his wonderful sofa.
Or you get a recliner. It's 2 recliners for one, Bernie.
Furniture discount.
Some of our fans in Boston have to send in the audio of the Bernie and Phil commercial.
Hey,
we
Phil.
We used to love those things.
Oh, they dress up. It's like a couple of local people. You have them in your city. A couple of goofballs that own a furniture store that do their own commercials.
You got Jordans.
And they're always wacky. Those
they're always
furniture store
wacky.
people,
Why do furniture store people have to be zany?
Hey, we're just like
Fans or
Disneyland. They have Jordan's has a ride.
Yeah, I've been
You're
there.
supposed to go there on a Saturday night. Instead of going out on the town to dinner, you go to a fucking furniture
store. And they
with
have
the
like
family.
a main street built in their store that
Boston
with
is
like
the
buildings
worst.
where it's like Disney if you go into like a
without
a
all the
Pirates
fun.
of the Caribbean without any of the fun. It's a fucking furniture store. You're still in a furniture store. Look how many rides and attractions they put in.
Remember that guy, Light and Leisure, the purple building?
No.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
going too far back?
Yeah, probably.
He's one of those dudes. You know what? I'm going to still plow through with this.
Go ahead.
He's one of these guys, like, he always fucks up his inventory. And he's always coming on like, with a zany wig. Oh, yeah, I don't believe what I did this time. I got 58 end tables, and I only got room for 2. I'm selling them for $8 each. I don't know what I'm doing. Every fucking 2 weeks. It's like, why don't
practically giving them away.
Yeah, why don't you fire yourself?
Maybe hire somebody else to do your inventory.
Even the building, it's purple. It's crazy. It's sticking out against the fucking background.
Bernie and Phil would always do sketches. They would do like
pulled
sketches.
that out.
That was very good.
Oh, yeah, we used to love Bernie and
Actually
Phil.
pulled it out.
The cowboy sketch.
Yeah,
right?
they would dress like cowboys.
Or the Western sketch, whatever.
And the other one was where Bernie was on a shrink couch, and Phil, it's a guy and a girl, well, husband-wife team. Phil is Phyllis, it's a woman. So he was laying there, and he's a shrink, and he goes, I had a nightmare, Dr. Phil.
What was it, Bernie?
I dreamt our furniture wasn't the lowest price furniture you could get in Boston.
Oh, shut up. Oh.
We used to do so many parodies of that commercial.
They were a cartoon, too, right? Didn't they have a cartoon? They did some cartoon.
I never saw that
Building
one.
19.
Oh, that was Building 19.
We just have the worst stores.
Bernie and Phil. Oh, we used to goof on him. Hey, Phil. You know, hey, Phil, your tits look like this beanbag chair.
That is also on sale.
On sale
for
here.
$19.95.
Hey, I just fucked Bernie on your new recliner sofa.
My sack hangs so low, I use it as an ornament for this couch.
My cock looks like an L-shaped sofa.
Let's go back to the Mayor Menino clips here. Another example of the mayor speaking just wonderfully.
And Citizens Bank is offering low-cost loans.
What?
They're offering.
Forget it. Well, they translate for us too. At one point, he said low-incest loans.
Citizens Bank.
What bank?
Citizens Bank.
Let's listen to this.
Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank.
You know, if someone follows around with a tape recorder or whatever, we'd all have examples of speaking, horrendously, right? But we have hundreds of these. This isn't just a little thing.
Yeah, but he's also speaking to a crowd.
That's right.
He's a mayor.
He's the mayor.
He's a public speaker.
There's cameras and mics in his face. You don't
Citizens
think
Bank.
he'd rehearse the name of the bank? What is it?
Citizens.
It's Citizens.
Low interest.
Here it
Sir,
is.
it's Citizen.
Here it is again.
And Citizens Bank is offering low-cost loans.
Low interest, low
cost
loans. He doesn't even acknowledge it. Just plow through.
Listen to this one. This one's hilarious.
Really cared about what he said. He wasn't just saying the words like a lot of elected officials or former elected officials would do. He was a man of great stature in our city.
A man of great stature. There you go. Of course he is.
A man of great stature. I love him.
He sounds better when he whispers, though.
Yeah, like he sounded more like he was.
Yeah. A little retarded.
Yeah.
When he's doing
a little subdued.
Hold
my hand. Hold my hand, man.
We go over there, and it's a statue. He's a statue, man.
Man of great stature.
He's a great man of stature, and he silhouettes himself.
Citizens Bank.
Oh, we got to get to the 78-year-old man in a sec, too. I just saw that. We didn't talk about that. Here's one more, maybe one or two more examples.
Why would you go Miami? Hot summer? Wow.
That was his attempt at humor.
Yeah.
Why would you go to Miami? Hot summer?
Hot
summer?
Wow. Wow.
I didn't get. Was he trying to make fun of?
He was reading the
Miami,
comments.
or was he?
I think it's part of the push to come up to Boston for
when
the
you
summer.
go to Cape Cod.
Yeah.
Go to Cape
Cod.
Go to
Cape Cod.
Hyannis.
Right. Go to the vineyard.
God, hot summer? Wow.
We shouldn't be talking about the settlement. I mean, settlement is monetary. I think it's more important to think about the family.
What the fuck?
Monetary.
I didn't even get any of that.
Monetarium or something.
Money.
Sentiment? Cement?
I have no idea what he was talking about in that clip.
All right, let's try it again. Let's try to listen to it. Four guys can figure this out.
We shouldn't be talking about the settlement. I mean, settlement is monetary. I think it's more important to think about the family.
Settlement?
Wow.
Settlement? Monetary?
Money. Some girls named Mona and Terry. And money that they got. I have no idea what that fat-tongued idiot is talking about.
Fat-tongued idiot.
Because you guys are here, Steve is getting some more, because this is right down your alley, being from Boston.
I just want to...
Did we talk about the breast thing?
No, this is another one of these studies. Man, you kind of yearn for the old days when Mom did what she was doing and Dad did what he was doing, and that was it. And now there's a lot of crossover stuff.
The gray area is getting wider and wider.
This has gone too far.
Yeah.
Some study saying a man's nipples are perfectly suited to soothing a crying baby until it can be fed, according to a report on Fatherhood. Yeah.
Your fucking wife could talk
Carolyn,
you into that.
Oh, I know. You are the most pussy-whipped. It's bad enough.
Hairy nippled chest. Yeah, that's the.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, that's not gonna horrify
when
the
women are fucking you over is when they get you to do something and then they go, if you do that, you're a real man.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time they go,
A real man would do this.
Would let an infant
suckle
on his fucking breast.
Yep. Carolyn Flint, the former president of the Royal College of Midwives, said that she has come across many examples of British men suckling their babies, even though it might not be something they talked about very much. She said it's not a case of a man saying to the baby, "Hey, you, have my boobie," but it's usually the baby snuffling along the father's chest, finding the nipple, and sucking. The men are usually very surprised, but the babies seem content. And
I think you were supposed to whisper that.
A report estimates that this is increasing. It obviously doesn't give them any nourishment, but it soothes them, calms them until mommy can get there.
Let it cry.
Yeah, right. What happened with just cry till your mother gets here?
Imagine some of these tough construction workers that work in New York going home and doing this on the side.
Or that used to be women breastfeeding was something very closed door for many years, but now it's a lot of controversy. It's become very public.
So a construction worker,
or just a father sitting there breastfeeding his child. Or breasts letting it suckle. What happened to a nook? The little nubby or whatever the hell the kid calls it.
It's so hard not to look when a woman's doing that in public.
Oh, I know.
You're really looking for any sort of areola.
Yeah. Right, you have to. It's uncomfortable. You don't want to stare, but they're doing it, and then if you say it's uncomfortable, they say they have a right to do it, but then you're gawking.
I think what Bill's saying, though, I think what he's saying, you want to see the chick's tit.
Right. Of course. It's just another free tit shot.
Minus the baby. You want to see the tit.
Where's young Eric? Because there's a Family Guy scene. I'm wondering if we have it, where Peter is breastfeeding Stewie. Do we have that clip? Peter breastfeeding Stewie?
If you're breastfeeding, though, if you're suckling your child and you're a man, you're like completely pussy whipped. And it's bad enough what some guys, all guys, I'm sorry, have to do once there are kids in their lives. It's just a shame to see it. I went this weekend to my cousin. My cousin is a father now. It's his daughter's first birthday. It was over my aunt's house this weekend. So we went there.
Jesus.
I know. I'm totally
Menino?
flustered.
He's a father.
Yeah, we know
I'm flustered.
my cousin.
He fucked a woman. She got pregnant.
Let me get to the point. You're absolutely right on the stuttering, muttering ass.
Citizens.
But he's a guy, he just likes to do what he likes to do. Go to work, fuck around on computers, whatever. He was doing things over the weekend like glazing potted plants to give out to people, setting up a running chocolate fountain to dip marshmallows in and stuff. And this just isn't him. It's not. But when you're a father and it's a 1-year birthday party, just think you have to throw a 1-year birthday party. It's something you don't want to do. The kid isn't going to know.
He doesn't know.
Of course not. And he shouldn't be having it. He's there with the camera and this over there, and he's walking around videotaping. A big Elmo costume comes into the backyard, and bubbles are flying around the back.
All for the other parents.
Crying.
Oh, of course.
I love how to impress the other parents, their friends.
I love how Ann talks about this like it's some foreign thing that no one really knows about.
No, it's
just
just
an experience you don't ever want to have.
Guys don't want
a structure,
right?
In case there's some sort of weather that he doesn't get.
Guys,
by
put
the
a
rain.
roof on this structure.
Guys out there are like, I've done this 100 times.
Talking to a guy who just gave a kid $100 to get a video game.
I just love how Anthony can't even fathom ever doing any of this stuff.
No, I am too selfish.
Cheers.
I just enjoy doing what I want. At the drop of a hat, I want to be able to go to Foxwoods. I want to be able to hang out and all weekend. If I'm supposed to be back for something and I don't have to be back, I'll go. I'll stay another day.
Yeah.
The thought of having to traipse around an armored personnel carrier full of machinery on every road trip you take. There's the play pens and toys. You got to load them up. I see my friends and relatives. Before they go anywhere, they got to load everything at the top of the stairs. It's like a mission they got to go on.
They have a bunch of those bags, those canvas bags.
Oh, the canvas bags with the zippers and little compartments with diapers and
the little
wipes. Everything's got to be wiped.
And little baby logos on the side of it.
Oh, I was hanging out with a bunch of people this weekend, and while we were waiting for this one girl to take a dump so we could go out,
Oh, Jesus.
I swear to God. There was a bunch of us just hanging out. Well, I guess that's a side story, but this girl has irritable bowel syndrome or something. So we were all supposed to go to this cool little town and eat and then go drinking and stuff. But we couldn't. We had to order food because she can't go to the bathroom in public. So we had to order pizza, so she could eat. And then we had to wait a half hour so she could take a dump, and then we could finally leave. And she tells the whole party this. No one knows her. We're all just meeting people for the first time, and this is what
Jimmy.
Yeah, really. But we had to sit around and wait for her to take a dump. But anyway, there was a young couple there. They're getting married, I guess, in August or September, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm never getting a minivan," and everyone just started openly laughing at the guy because everyone thinks they'll be the guy that escapes not getting the minivan.
Yeah. I'm keeping my Trans Am.
Yeah, sure you are.
I was talking to my girl the other day how, like, if you buy a Corvette and you're in your 40s, people automatically, he's got a midlife crisis.
Right.
Really? When was I supposed to buy that? When I was 18? At McDonald's? Fucking moron. Maybe now I can finally afford the goddamn thing, and I'm not so pussy-whipped that I'm going to go out and go buy a van like you. And if you have a van, you're not going to get any pussy.
Right.
So they know if you drive up in that car, women are going to be interested, so they got to attack you.
God, is that great, though? I never even thought of that.
That's a great bit. Oh, look at that guy. He's going out with a young girl. Midlife crisis. Yeah, I was supposed to do that at 20, go out with an 8-year-old?
If you buy a Rolls Royce off of eBay, that's a midlife crisis.
What a dope! What a dope, Rich Voss.
Where else are you supposed to buy?
What did he do?
Oh my God!
You haven't heard the latest on Rich Voss?
A Rolls Royce off eBay.
eBay, Billy, go check him out.
So
it's an investment.
So he sends the guy in Florida $1,000 through PayPal. As a deposit on this, because of course he doesn't want anyone else.
There's no car.
He goes down there to test drive it, and the thing breaks down twice while he's driving it. And it doesn't look like the picture, and it smelt like sausage,
like a Plymouth,
like an old car and some kind of sausage. He said
sausage sauerkraut smell.
Yes, sauerkraut. It was just a mess. It was not worth. So he wanted his money back. Now he has to go through PayPal, and the guy isn't giving him his money back. And he's been taken for $1,000.
You know what it is? Voss knows that no matter how nice a car, how nice a suit, he still looks like a dirtbag.
He's still Rich Voss.
But why a Rolls Royce?
Because he thinks he's classy. He thinks he's going to be a class act.
Classy.
I'm going to pull up in a Rolls Royce. Don't know who I am.
He's thinking about 5 years down the road. I'm going to do proms now.
Yeah.
I'm going to do prom. I'm going to do comedy, and I'm going to drive the kids around. Hey, kids, you ready? Here's the show.
I think he's coming in tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah, he is. He is. Oh, I got to grill him on this if he got his money back. But who buys a Rolls Royce off of eBay?
Who buys a fucking
car
off of
eBay?
Right.
You buy a car off of eBay?
I don't even want to buy a baseball card off
And then
eBay.
he was saying, I'm looking at it as an investment because then I could sell it for a lot more. So now he's a used car salesman. He's Rich Voss, the used car salesman.
Oh, my God. This is the guy with the missing toe?
That's
Pat from Moonachie.
Pat from Moonachie.
We'll talk to him in a minute.
Doing
I don't know. We'll find out.
I like his fake, wacky energy. Like,
look who just walked in. That's him. Hey, guys.
Hey, Pat. What's up?
Doing? Hey, how's it going, guys?
I see you got your O&A shirt. Spread the virus.
This is the official Opie and Anthony Spread the Virus T-shirt. That's right.
And there's no more because there wasn't enough material to make any more. Oh,
Jesus. What is that?
Omar's in the T-shirt business.
Is that like an 8XL or something?
No, it's only 4XL.
4XL, all right.
He looks like he should be like eating it like the turnbuckle.
I am a professional eater now.
Yeah,
yes, he is.
Don't mess with this guy.
He's
in the hot dog eating contest.
He's
representing the show. Yeah.
You know what I love? His complete lack of confidence in his jokes.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's his whole bit.
That's the whole gag.
That's the whole Pat from Moonachie bit.
He tells his little joke, and then you'll notice him just go something like,
yeah. Well, here's my pathetic attempt.
I like how his eyebrows go up too, right at the punchline.
Yeah. He has no confidence.
Like a magician.
He's got nothing.
What do you got in your hand?
This
Nothing.
Is my little videotape from...
quick before he eats it.
It's actually a VHS tape in his hand.
Just looks like a digital...
It looks like a mini DVD.
Harry.
Regular size.
Harry.
That old guy. No, this is my tape from when I did my qualifier in Philadelphia.
He qualified for the hot dog, Coney Island hot dog eating contest.
He's in the contest.
Did you go up against an Asian, or you go up against other Americans?
No, surprisingly, there was an Asian in it, but he only ate like 8 hot dogs.
Was he
like
a
a
little
black guy
guy
with a small dick?
You know, was he a little guy?
Hey now!
Gotta wait for the eyebrows on that one.
You know,
that tells you it's like an applause sign.
Christ.
Laugh now.
That's actually
that isn't bad.
You know what? The big guy never wins the eating contest.
Yeah, do you know why? Do you know why?
Why?
Because there's so much.
Belt. Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
It's called the fat belt. He explained this stuff.
Yeah, there's the fat inside holds the stomach down.
Keeps it from
Skinny
expanding.
guys can expand.
Mm-hmm. Can it go down and up your stomach and stretch out and come out your ass?
Yeah, well, when I tried training by drinking 2 gallons of water...
He's training now for this. Yeah,
I almost passed out. All the lights went light and everything. I go,
the lights
I should
went
be
light.
doing this.
The lights went
it
light.
washes away all your electrolytes.
The lights went light.
Yeah.
And
this Saturday I'm doing it for
when
money.
Water
but you're what?
makes you pass out. I bet if he drank a case of beer, he'd be fucking fine and could drive down the road.
When water makes you pass out.
Get a gallon of water in me. Woo, woo.
I had an apple and I lost a foot.
Dangerous.
Wait, what are you doing this weekend?
I never thought I'd say this, but this Saturday I'm going to have salty balls in my mouth.
With no confidence, the head moves. It's like the head's going, come on, anything?
He was
laughter.
born in
time
vaudeville.
Yeah.
Wait, you're doing an eating contest? What is it?
Yeah, it's for money, too.
While strolling through the park one day, hey, did you hear the one about the chocolate balls in my mouth? In the very merry month of... With an umbrella, a top hat.
Actually, I really want to get a
big
SAR
trunk
and
with
slap
props
him in the
in
face.
it. Yeah.
Mo.
What's salty balls?
They're like boiled potatoes.
Boiled potatoes.
And they serve them in dog balls at a place called Maui's.
And it's a
Wildwood.
contest?
Yeah.
And if you finish the most, what do you win?
$2,500.
Oh.
Yeah, second place is $1,500, and then third place is $1,000.
There's a whole business in this for you. This is a whole new form of income.
Yeah. What kind of people go?
That's if I win, because this is going to bring out the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Pardon the expression.
With that. With that kind of money on the line, yeah. Well, that'll bring all the big Jersey eaters.
Yeah.
And where's the cutoff point for being in the money? Third place?
Third place, yeah.
Third place, and then fourth, you just leave with what you ate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Has anybody ever gotten sick like that?
I'm sure people have, yeah.
Puking.
Well, they have all. If you belong to the IFOC, the International Federation of Competitive Eating, they have safety standards, somewhat, of having an EMS guy there.
Oh, really?
I like walking up to the EMS guy. You guys ready to pick me up? And they just run away.
You see that laugh? That was nothing.
Yeah. I walk up to the guy and say, "Hey,
I know it's not funny.
Hey, you guys ready to shock my heart?
I hope you got air shocks in the back of that ambulance.
They'll take 2 hot dogs. Stand clear.
5 minutes.
Have him do it at a club.
Yeah.
Well, he was in
like the best comedy we can come up with.
The audience should get hot dogs and they can throw them at him.
Yeah.
No, just say everybody donates a joke that always works in your act.
Right.
That's
and
a
then you have
great
him
idea.
fucking tell it. Oh,
yeah, I could ruin it though.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the Jesus. All right, Pat, we're gonna let you go. So
we're hearing you gotta. People are telling us you gotta go.
Yeah, people are saying
we gotta let you go.
You gotta
Put him back into David Banner. Hulk me, is it?
Yeah.
Oh God!
He was waiting for you to hit a button.
Usually you go.
Yeah, I'll hit a button
because it was
You ever hear the audio of him puking on our show? We had an eggnog drinking contest. How many did you do?
70 double shots of eggnog.
And he won a MiFi, right? That was way back in the day.
Yeah.
And this is
This is afterwards.
He made himself puke because he wasn't even going to puke after that.
He's diabetic, so if he kept it in him, he'd probably lose a whole leg.
Yeah.
So he had to get rid of it, and he stuck a couple of fingers down.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Opie and Anthony once again.
Yeah.
Diabetic. Let's make him eat eggnog.
This is the clip. Diabetic. This clip makes us laugh to this day.
Wow. Oh. I'm rich. I'll have a fountain in front of my house.
That's only half the audio, by the way. That's half of it. He just kept going and going.
Oh, he kept going and going.
So Saturday, salty balls.
Yep.
All right.
Maui's place.
But isn't that? Can't you get sick off the potatoes like sugar?
Well, I'm Irish, so I got potatoes in my blood.
All
The contests are only for 12 minutes. So
yeah. All right, Pat. In honor of that, we're going to play this little ditty for you. Thank you. It's Pat from Menaki.
Tablespoons of cinnamon and 2 or 3 egg whites, a half a stick of butter melted. Stick it all in a bowl, baby. Stir it with a wooden spoon. Mix in a cup of flour. You'll be in heaven soon. Say, everybody haven't seen my balls, they're big and salty and brown. If you ever need a quick pick-me-up, just stick my balls in your mouth. Ooh, suck on my chocolate salted balls. Stick them in your mouth and suck them. Suck on my chocolate salted balls. They're packed full of vitamins and good for you. So suck on my balls. Quarter cup of unsweetened chocolate and a half a cup of brandy. Then throw in a bag or 2 of sugar and just a pinch of vanilla. Grease up the cookie sheet, 'cause I hate when my balls stick. Then preheat the oven to 350 and give the spoon a lick. Everybody haven't seen my balls, they're big and salty and brown. If you ever need a quick pick-me-up, just stick my balls in your mouth. Suck on my chocolate salted balls. Put them in your mouth and suck them. Suck on my chocolate salted balls. They're packed full of goodness, high in fiber. Suck on my balls. Hey, wait a minute. What's that smell? It smells like something burning. Well, that don't confront me now. As long as I get my rent paid on Friday. Baby, you better get back in the kitchen. 'Cause I got a sneaking suspicion. Oh, man, baby. Baby, you just burned my balls. My balls on fire. My balls are burning. Give me some water. Put some water on me. My balls are burning. Oh my goodness. I'm blowing. Do something. Ooh, suck on my chocolate salted balls. Put them in your mouth and suck them. They're on fire, baby. Suck on my chocolate salted balls. Put them out, baby. Blow them.
All right, we're back. Let's go right to the phone.
Thing about Voss.
I know. Well, we'll get into
time.
the whole Voss thing.
A Rolls Royce is good when it's one of those, like, what do they call it? The something ghost? Is it
Silver Shadow?
Silver Shadow, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And someone else is driving it. Bitumen, pull the car around. You know, that's a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, and there's no roof part.
Yeah, you're not supposed to
Right,
drive.
yeah.
You're not supposed to drive a Rolls
Now when you
Royce.
buy one on eBay and you're the guy driving it.
I want to get him a little hat.
Little chauffeur hat.
Little hat, and we'll get him really small gloves.
He'll probably buy a limo on fucking eBay.
Yeah, I bought a Stretch. It's great, from like 1970s. Big fins on the back.
I bought the car from Back to the Future.
I got a DeLorean.
It's got a flux capacitor on the back.
I'm going to go back to the future and do some coke again.
I'm going to go back to the future when I started my career.
Let's go to John in Colorado. John.
Olé, I
I can't believe I finally got through to you guys. This is John. I used to live in Jersey. My wife and I spent our whole lives there. And we moved to this little bumfuck town in Colorado with 100 people. And your show actually brings some sanity to our lives.
Oh, right on.
And we saw Bill Burr a couple weeks in Denver, a couple weeks ago. I am so freaking nervous right now. You guys can't believe it.
Yeah, I hear it in your voice.
Why are you so nervous, man? I mean, I guess we're being heard all over the country now because of the satellite, the XM. We have well over 1 million listeners, and it's no big deal.
You're on the air with Opie and Anthony, and Bill's here,
and people are counting on this as their entertainment today. So don't. You know what, dude? Just imagine that not a lot of people are listening. That's all.
Yeah.
They're not turning up their radios right now to see what you have to say.
And now that you've pointed it out, they're not really listening to your shaky, nervous voice and stumbling over your words.
They won't throw in a sound effect if your story bombs.
Right, if your story bombs.
All right, John, I think you're more relaxed now. Let's hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. We saw Bill Burr in Denver a couple of weeks ago opening for Charlie Murphy, and he fucking killed. I mean, he was so funny. When we got the tickets, we went to go see Charlie Murphy. We thought he was going to be the man. Bill Burr came out and put the guy to shame. I swear to you. Someone yelled out a comment about "Let's go Yankees," and he spent 10 minutes ripping this guy a new asshole, and it was the funniest freaking thing I ever heard in my life.
Let me tell you, because Bill's not going to say it. I went to see, Charlie Murphy, Bill Burr, and Darryl, right?
No,
Darnell. I'm sorry, Darnell.
Darnell. D-O-N-N-E-L.
All their names sound alike.
Bill Killed was the best by far on that tour. All right, thank you, John.
Hey, you guys,
I'm going to take that and email it to both of you.
I know. Next time they see me, I get punched in the face. All right, Anthony, we got some more Mayor Menino clips to close out the program.
Any news on the TV show? Chappelle
was in.
He was down.
He's down the cellar.
Yeah. Oh, he was.
Bobby, this is my tour.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
It's not all about you.
Dude, and the bus pulled up and Charlie Murphy was there.
He just can't not anything about a tour. He's got to jump in.
He wants to know what kind of activities you had to do on tour.
Jesus Christ.
Any news on?
Oh, what Stupid was trying to stutter. And
He was down Gotham, that club that I don't work at. I heard about it.
He dropped down the cellar.
The bus
That's all
went
I was
right
gonna
by
say. And we chatted.
Right by Gotham.
He told me why.
I know, he gave you the intimate
He gave me
details,
an interview. He told me.
I guess he went on stage.
Oh, forget it. Don't worry about it.
People yelled out like, you know what was going on, blah, blah. And he just said, I wasn't in a mental institution. I'm not on drugs and blah, 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 blah. And then he just went into his act.
Is he coming back, though?
Are you doing the show?
I have no idea.
You have no
Bill
idea?
still doesn't have an idea.
No.
Oh, Bobby knows, though.
No, that's all right. Go ahead, Bill. Tell him.
You know, Bob?
No. I know what Dane's doing. I don't know what Dave's doing.
Yeah.
My boss, I think he's in L.A. He's going to do a pilot.
All right.
But I don't know.
But you don't know?
I don't know what Bill's boss is doing.
I don't know. I saw a T-shirt on T-shirt Hell. T-shirt Hell has some really bad T-shirts. The one that I of course, got the delivery was a picture of Adolf Hitler. And, God damn it, now I'm not going to be able to remember what the caption said.
Like the whole story hinges on this.
What was it? Oh, no, he's got to write it. Why can't you talk to me? Why don't you talk to me? You never call me.
They don't have a microphone in there today. Here comes Derek.
Oh, that's it. Now I remember. It said Hitler, love him or hate him, he killed a lot of Jews.
Yeah, but I can't...
And like it's just the worst T-shirts ever. They're racist, sexist, just horrible T-shirts that I couldn't picture anyone ever wearing.
How did you go from Dave Chappelle...
Because there's a T-shirt, there's a Chappelle T-shirt that's out there on T-shirt Hell. That's where I was going. It's a picture of Dave Chappelle, and it says, Dave Chappelle went to Africa. And then on the back it says, one down.
Oh my God.
I don't know who's wearing these T-shirts.
That guy's got to live in a fort with a moat around it, man.
Come on.
Jesus.
I gotta admit, that's kind of funny.
That is kind of funny.
It's so bad, it's kind of funny.
Right.
All right, Anthony, we're running out of show, but we want to do a couple more
run in
things.
here, and then I remembered it right when you got in here.
Why don't we do a couple more Mayor Menino clips, because we got the Boston guys in.
Yep.
And then we'll try to end with the 78-year-old who killed himself in just a
funny story.
Way. Sure, maybe we'll end with a little fluff.
And this guy offed himself.
We'll end with a little Max X. We'll end with a little fluff piece, but first more.
Seems Grandpa couldn't take it.
More of Mayor Menino.
Grandma's got the whole room to herself.
All right, well, we might as well do the story. There we go.
Look at it.
What the hell? Let's see. Queens man sets himself on fire.
Oh.
A 78-year-old Queens man doused himself with gasoline and set himself ablaze early yesterday, dying just yards from his home. When we got to the scene, we found his walker next to the can of gasoline. Said a
walker and a can of gas and an old burnt corpse. 78 years old.
He was in the middle of the street, by the way, when they found him.
How bad is life? Has it gotten at 78 that an option of a good way out is to douse yourself in gas and burn yourself alive?
They said he walked out of his Lewiston Avenue home with the aid of an aluminum walker just after 5 a.m. Walked into the street, doused himself.
He's probably so sick of using that thing, he just wanted to walk on his own. So, and able to be able to do that again, he literally had to light himself on fire.
Because you're going to walk.
I'm walking!
You are going to walk. There's going to be some...
He probably ran.
Yeah.
First time since the Depression.
There's like 12 ashy footprints on the ground.
I feel so young, energized.
I'm on fire.
Neighbors gathered on the corner to grieve. Listen to this one neighbor. He was a very nice man who loved his family, said a family friend, actually. And then it goes on to say, something like this always makes people surprised.
Well, something like this, like it happens all the time.
Right.
Whenever a neighbor of mine lights himself on fire in the street, I'm always a little surprised by it. Just a tad.
He's literally sitting. Well, I can't light
but
myself
it must have took
in
him
the house. I'll burn it down.
Yeah.
I got to be considerate to the family members.
But he's in a walker, and he's 70. It must have took him like at least 2 hours to get all this together.
With a
Nobody
gas
noticed
can,
Grandpa walking to
No
the
one
garage,
cared.
filling a gas can.
What's Grandpa doing? I don't know. It's something. He's got a can of gas, some matches, the
Dude,
walker.
This brings back a memory. When I was a kid, my sister, half-sister technically, whatever, but my sister, she inherited some money from a distant relative. My dad made it sound like we were going on vacation to the Catskills, way up in the Catskills. The guy owned like some motels and a pool, and he had a main house. And the guy died because he was smoking cigarettes in bed. So we get up there, and my dad goes, "Hey, you want to come in the house with me?" And this place was scary to begin with. The lawn wasn't mowed in who knows years. The pool wasn't used in a decade, and the little motels that he rented out were just obviously no one's renting them out anymore.
Base motel looking.
Basically,
thing.
and we were all scared shitless. Just no one would leave the car, and I was the oldest, so I was like, all right, I'll go with your dad. And he thought he was trying to make it sound like it was a fun trip for everybody. I go into the room where the guy was smoking in bed, and that's how he died. And there's plywood up where the bed was, where the rug was still sort of there, and it was nice and clean because they now took the bed out. So, there was the imprint of the bed where it used to be.
Where he burnt himself
to death. And this was one of our family trips growing up. Because then we spent the next, actually, I think we spent one night there.
Father rent a hearse?
I'll load you up in the hearse.
My dad always had a way of spinning things and make it sound like it was going to be the coolest thing, And we all were supposed to have
Damon's words for it. Isn't as great?
Right,
no matter where you are, that's the place to be.
So, kids, let's sing. Da-na-na-na.
That is a little creepy.
We were supposed to all have our own motel, cabin, and it turned out we were so scared that we all stayed in one. And then my mom, took over the scene there and finally got us to a real motel in town. And there's no real great end to the story, but it was just
you just got to go. It's crazy.
It was crazy. It was insane. It was insane, right? But I'll never forget the guy.
Yeah, speak up now, Bill. My jackass.
I didn't say it. He said it. He alluded back to your awful story.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad of a story.
I was into it. I was looking. I was making eye contact.
It wasn't supposed to be a laugh.
Bonding.
It wasn't supposed to be a funny story. It was just a creepy story where you go into where the guy died, and there's plywood up where the walls were charred to, All right, forget it.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
I'm still trying to work it. All right, forget
it. On Max.
I'm sweating. Let's move on. There you go.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
It was crazy.
All right, Mayor Menino.
I know he wasn't smoking Luckies.
All right, Mayor Menino talking badly in Boston. A few more of these before we get out of here.
It's the best of times and the worst of times. There are a lot of people being left behind during this economic boom. We can never forget those individuals.
On the moon? What?
I think he gets scared when he has to say something more than
Is he talking about junior high school?
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. English quoting.
English class was the best of times and the worst of times.
The best of times. It was the worst of times.
Let's try another one.
A lot of folks would say doubting Thomases, and they said, well, New York, it's New York, New York. I said, well, Boston's Boston.
Words to
Can't
live
argue
by,
with
Lloyd.
that, man.
You're right. Can't argue with that.
Yeah,
New York.
hell of a point.
Cleveland is Trenton, and L.A. is
Miami, summer, hot.
But New York is New York.
Philadelphia has chocolate.
What?
New
Let
York.
me introduce the first individuals who have already given so much to our community. First of all is Harvey Feinberg, and Nicholas Barkhurst, and Makaba Yangwa, right? I get it good?
Oh, God.
Did he go, I did good at the end?
Is he the worst?
Why doesn't the guy running against him play this?
Yeah, there's never
Just do a
anybody.
commercial.
No one ever runs against the guy.
It sounds like the kind of like an Elks Club, one of those.
Yeah.
60-year-old
Where the guy
guys
gets up.
Yeah.
First speech.
We have a comedian tonight. His name is Billy Burke.
Car wash is raised $57
We're gonna,
for the veterans.
and we're having a buffet. So help yourself, fellas. Help yourself.
I did one of those gigs, and this guy got me one of the best trash lines ever. I'm waiting to go up, and it was the worst situation, like one of those guys' clubs, like this Elks Club thing. But before I go up, they're all telling jokes. And this is the thing, they're fucking killing.
Oh, yeah.
They're telling these street jokes. So there's one guy who's just great at telling jokes. He goes up his third one. He's killing. Then he goes, say nothing to it. I don't know what we're paying this guy for. Oh, and I'm sitting there like,
my
you gotta be kidding me.
Remember the time? Were you there with the Matt, with the guy in the wheelchair, the comic in the wheelchair?
Matt Malley?
Remember? Were you there when the guy brought him up? And he goes, this guy, he's a cripple.
Cripple.
We go, what do you say?
Little 50s
He
words.
goes,
Let's give it up for the colored guy.